There is a podcast no one asked for. A podcast you never knew you didn't want. 3 beers in. This is the podcast.
I anticipate a deeply religious experience.
Hey guys, thanks for joining us. Tonight we're doing our Oktoberfest beers. We're drinking Oktoberfest from different breweries. Seguin, we're doing Infamous, and we're also doing Thirsty Planet, their Schmittelfest, which will be a fantastic beer also.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I like Thirsty Planet, so.
We're also doing Live Oak.
We have Live Oak and ABW's Montecore.
I did splurge, and I did bring the Live Oak and the ABW also.
We'll see how things go, how they progress.
With this group, we have a pretty good shot of getting there.
I think so.
We'll find out.
We might do half pours of the last two, maybe.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. Well, or plan to do, yes, exactly. Plan to do half pours. Yeah, and tonight we are broadcasting on Facebook Live, so...
Thanks for joining us if you joined us.
Yeah. Or if you want to right now, as long as you've downloaded the podcast, I don't care. You can go watch us on Facebook Live.
Oh, no. As long as you've downloaded the podcast and voted for us.
There you go. Yeah. Please, yes.
Yeah, because that's big news right now. We did make the second round of Austin Chronicles Best of Austin 2018.
Yep.
Which I'm extremely proud of.
Yeah. Yeah. We're up against 3 others, which I don't think deserve it, but... I don't know, maybe we don't deserve it. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. It'd just be cool to... It's an honor to be nominated.
Exactly.
It really is.
Yep.
Sort of. No, it's good. But yeah, so let's crack open these beers.
Let's do the first one, yeah. Let's do it.
The Seguin Oktoberfest.
So I noticed that Cutter said we were drinking these Oktoberfest beers, but actually, these are Marzens, right?
Well, Marzens are Oktoberfest beers.
True. Whoa, look at Cutter's pour.
Because why? Because Cutter knows how to pour beer. That's why.
Pretty nice. It's a lot like a Dortmund, the patio pounder that we had.
Lightly sweet. Mm-hmm. Ooh, man, that is good.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Better than their honey pecan cream ale.
That's the only other beer that I've had from them.
Yeah, me too.
I enjoyed it, but...
I don't know. It was just...
Wait, you said honey, pecan, and cream?
No, honey pecan cream ale.
Yeah.
Cream ale
honey and
is the
pecan.
base.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Honey and pecan are added to a regular cream ale.
I took it out to the annual weekend.
Yeah.
There was so much there that I don't know that
I had it that night. One of those nights.
There was KBS there.
Yeah.
I was about to say, unless it was the KBS or the Innocent Gun.
Oh, the Innocent Gun,
It
yeah.
really wasn't sticking out.
Crystal Wise is what I had that weekend. I had a few of those. But where was I going?
Seguin
Cream
Brewing?
ale.
Mhm.
Yeah, but who has a really good cream ale is Panther Island.
Yes.
Their cream
yes.
ale was really good.
I've not had that.
It's not canned. I don't think. No, actually, it might be, but it's. I
don't remember
They don't
seeing it at
distribute
Taps and
in
Caps.
Austin, so it's a
Yet.
Fort Worth. Yeah.
Yet. Jojo,
Joe.
if you're watching, get on that.
Oh, he's watching, right? Well, I don't know.
First thing about this can, love the can. The
Oh,
Bavarian
yeah.
flag. Like just,
Look, it looks like our
it
tablecloth.
looks like the table. You can't even see the can anymore.
Yeah. Well, where to go? I hope it was empty.
Oh man, yeah. So Seguin, I think I have a little bit about them. The breweries. I didn't find too much about. No, I didn't find much about Seguin or anything about them.
The actual city of Seguin?
No, the brewery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't have it on their website. So.
I assume that they're based out of Seguin.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are.
They're actually out of Marion. And
Yeah, right.
a small city outside of Seguin. No, I don't know where they're at.
Seguin is not in Austin, but it's close enough. It's east of New Braunfels, south of San Marcos.
Yeah.
There's a triangle there that it makes,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah. So all this geography is very interesting.
Nice little city.
Yeah,
Watermelon
it's not bad.
Festival. Watermelon Festival in July.
Thump. I believe they call Watermelon Festivals thumps.
Oh, my bad.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't know, not being from here.
As long as we're on the same page.
To each their own.
So it's really nice lacing here.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a really nice tasting beer.
which is to style.
I was just impressed how many local beers did
A Marzen?
just
Yeah.
because like we've talked multiple times about
Yeah,
lager.
we have 5 of them right now.
I got 5 of them in the fridge right now.
Yeah.
So, and that's impressive considering that most of the breweries around here are set up for ales.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And these are lagers.
So what are we thinking looking at the clarity on here? It's nice, cloudy. Looks like a little bit of apple juice.
It does look like, it looks like
Cider.
apple juice. Yeah, cider. It's been sitting out for a little bit, but much tastier than even regular apple.
It's really
cider.
nice. Yeah. Yeah. It's got
I like
that
regular
hint
apple
of
juice. So.
like a little tartness, a little sweet. Yeah. So we talked about Oktoberfest and Marzens. Mm-hmm. And
Well, I mentioned it.
yeah. Well, basically, an Oktoberfest beer is a Marzen, but not all Marzen beers can be called Oktoberfest beers.
Why is that?
Marzens were around before
Yeah.
before the festival. So, yeah, it all started with the Marzen beers long before Ludwig of Bavaria married Princess Therese von Sachsen-Hildburghausen
I was reading about it in the Bible.
in the beer Bible. Yeah, and Oktoberfest became an annual beer festival.
So in this one, it says that the beer was a big part of it, but the bigger part was horse races.
Yeah, I wasn't going to go into that, but yeah, there's the festival and the fairgrounds, and it's right next to the racetrack, apparently.
So is it kind of like mint juleps and the Kentucky Derby?
I think so. They're
like, we should do this every year.
Because it's a big, the royalty would get out and they'd race their horses. So, and then they would win, of course. So Mars,
that's why.
yes, because they have the money. So Marzens are lager, bottom fermented at cooler temperatures, as we've discussed many times.
Described lager.
Yeah. Fuller bodied than pale lagers, while they're still crisp, slightly sweet, but well balanced and flavorful, with a beautiful deep amber color. I'd say this isn't super deep, but yeah, it's amber. It's not a light amber.
Fits the description pretty well.
I'd say so.
It's darker than what I would say an amber ale is. Like most amber ales.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But Marzens were named Marzens because it means March beers. Mars is March in German, so Marzen is a March beer.
Matters.
Because before there was refrigeration, which I think Tony you might have touched on, they were the last
cellaring?
beers of the cooler fall and winter months to be brewed, usually in March, because summer brewing was forbidden at the time.
Verboten.
Yes,
Verboten.
by the Reinheitsgebot.
It's more Scottish than German.
It's a
Lassie.
German.
Verboten.
It's Sean Connery. So
I'm not Spanish, I'm Egyptian.
Quick interlude. I sat through the entire movie of The Rock from start to finish recently.
yeah.
It held up.
Oh yeah, no, it's still
Yeah.
good. It's still good.
Yeah.
Well, it's certainly more enjoyable than my average day. Reading philosophy, avoiding gang rape in the washrooms. Though it's less of a problem these days. Maybe I'm losing my sex appeal.
Yeah. There's a lot of Sean Connery.
And not
movies,
the TBS version where it's like the, edited and changes everything. It was like the good version.
where Nicolas Cage is screaming and it totally doesn't match. I don't know, Zeus's butthole. But anyway. Yeah, but so the Reinheitsgebot, the German purity law, not only restricted breweries to only 4 ingredients, or 3 at the time, because they didn't know yeast existed until 1850s. Louis Pasteur, he kind of discovered yeast anyway. Or discovered
Well, that would have been
what
right
it
about
did.
the same time as Oktoberfest.
No.
'cause wasn't that?
Long time.
Oh,
before.
yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, but it also made it illegal to brew in summer. It was thought that the risk of contamination to the beer was too high, so brewing had to stop before the weather became too warm. So they only brewed in the colder months at that time. Yeah, Marzens had a higher alcohol content than regular lagers in order to have a longer shelf life, because the more alcohol you have in it, of course, the longer it'll stay good, because the alcohol will fight any bacteria
If
that
the
comes in.
weather's not hot and this
Yeah.
beer is not verboten. No?
Wait, no. If the weather is hot and the beer is verboten, or I don't know.
There you go.
Yeah, something.
If
something
this
like
weather
that.
is hot, this beer is verboten.
Yeah. So of course the Marzens were left in cool cellars and caves until they were tapped in the early fall. Generally, they're made with an exclusively malted barley grain bill and boast sweet toasted bread aroma.
That's probably why it's
They're crisp yet smooth.
I get a little bit of that barley.
Yeah.
On this one, especially on the mid palate.
With faint hints of spice, sweet yet with a notable noble hops bite, and they finish dry. I'd say yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
They're not crisp like what I usually think of like a lager. Like most of the lagers that I think of are light, pale, crisp. This one, it's got a nice finish.
It doesn't.
By the way,
taste
first
overly
impressions, 1. This is easily
Yeah,
one for me.
definitely.
Yeah,
one.
1. Yeah, of course.
First impression did not match that it's a 6.3%.
Well,
Would not have guessed that.
no. The Spittlefest or
Schmittelfest.
Schmittelfest
Schmittel.
is 7%. So
Ooh.
yeah.
Real quick, sidetrack.
Wait, did you see that Segway go through here, Tony?
Zoom.
See that 2-wheeled vehicle going through?
October 1st, we're going to be at Celis.
Woo! You can join us there. What day of the week is it? On a Monday?
I hope I'm able to go.
It's a Monday.
Wait, when are we,
Yeah, I hope-
when are we recording?
October 1st
When?
What
on a
time of
Monday.
day?
When?
I don't know. Whenever afternoon, early afternoon.
Is that a Monday?
I'll have to look it up.
If it's a
Yeah.
Tuesday, I have a better shot. I will tell you that.
We can answer that real quick. Let's bing it.
You're golfing the weekend after that.
The weekend
That's
after
why you
that.
won't be at the Beer Olympics at
Yeah,
Whitestone on
man.
October 6th.
I am really disappointed about that.
Yeah,
too.
everybody's disappointed in you, but whatever. Yeah,
Maybe somebody should dress up because
Brian
I know
England
costumes,
wanted to see you,
costumes are
or
welcome.
Brian England. What is that?
It's Brian. Hey,
That's what you.
Ryan.
That's what you.
I hope
called
you're
him.
watching.
Yeah.
You're saying beer related costumes?
No, I said I know that costumes are like what are they? They're not
Forbidden.
Not
No.
forbidden.
Encouraged.
Encouraged. That's what I was like.
What's the opposite
Why
of
am I not?
forbidden?
My words are not coming to me today. Encouraged. And,
They're also not going into the mic, but
Yeah, they are. I hear myself. Hello.
I can hear you.
No, but they're encouraged to say someone should just dress up as me.
What would be really funny if people like just see that they're like, "Are you Cutter?"
Yeah.
like fuck that guy,
Wait a
right?
Have you guys come up with
the
the team name yet?
the converted taste buds. It's not set in stone. So,
Okay.
so yeah, we're hoping to have guys from Hop Squad join
since you
us
have
there.
Ryan on your
so.
team, you should say owners with boners.
Did he do something to you, or what does that have to do with? yeah,
You saw?
yeah, why him? Just because he's an odor, he's
yeah, exactly.
okay. That's yeah. We'll put that on the list there, Cutter.
Nothing happened in the bathroom. Like,
We'll put a pin in
Show us on Archer where he touched you.
Hold on, wait a minute.
what?
Wait a minute.
I should have moved my head.
Yeah, should have done a lot of things.
Should have done it.
Anyway, so there's Marzens and there's Oktoberfest. So naturally,
What is the Festbier?
I'm getting to it. Getting to it, man. So naturally, Marzen was the style of choice during the famous wedding that gave rise to the annual Oktoberfest.
Yeah, but
festival.
what's a Festbier?
Come on, man. What the fuck? Joel's not here. Why are you getting combative? Anyway. So some Marzen lagers became known as Oktoberfest lagers or Oktoberfest beer. Not to be confused with Festbier, which it is. So only 6 breweries are allowed to call their Marzen lagers Oktoberfest beers. And these are all the same 6 breweries exclusively serving their beers during Munich's Oktoberfest. They're all situated within the city limits of Munich. They're Augustiner, Hacker Shore, or P Shore. No, I think it's just Shore.
Hacker Shore, yeah.
Hacker Shore. Hofbrau, Lowenbrau, Paulaner, and Spaten.
Would that
That's
be Polliner?
Paulaner.
Paulaner. Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah. So they literally were the 6 to get the monopoly, and those 6 can do whatever they want with it.
Because they're in Munich. It's like Kolsch's, where it's only in Cologne, Cologne, that they can brew.
Cologne.
They can call it a Kolsch.
Fair enough. All right, well, that makes
Like
sense.
champagne,
Clears it up
it's
little bit. So
a
they're the only German beers, essentially.
it's an
Anybody
appellation. So any brewery outside the city limits of Munich whether still in Germany or in another country, has to name their beer brewed in this style Oktoberfest style beer or simply Marzen. So they can't call it an Oktoberfest unless it's those six.
I bet that's why. I bet that's the loophole. It's like they can name the beer an Oktoberfest.
Yes. If it's named Oktoberfest, then but it still has to be called. It still has to be called a Marzen.
Like literally on the can, I'm reading right now from Seguin. This malt-forward and well-balanced Marzen uses German-grown malts and hops to create a smooth, easy-drinking Oktoberfest. So stand up, link arms, sway side to side, and swing your Stein to some polka.
Eins, zwei, drei.
Gesfa.
What's Gusafa?
I don't know.
Drink?
Is that it?
No.
I was about to say, you speak German. You should know.
No, I majored in German. Doesn't mean
Also, it has underneath that, it's got ziggy zaggy.
And then on the other side, it's oi, oi, oi. Like the Man Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy died.
Seguin,
Oh, he
Texas.
did.
Yeah. So, all right. And also there's Festbier now, which in the mid-1970s, Paulaner decided to brew an alternate beer to the one being served at Oktoberfest. The new beer was both lighter in color and body, but still malty. The goal was to make a beer that was more drinkable than the traditional Oktoberfest beer, which they felt was too filling. And so this new beer has been the dominant beer served at Oktoberfest since 1990. And it is a Festbier.
I know that Weinstefaner has a fest beer also.
I'm sure they do, but they didn't create it. But
No, I'm just saying.
yeah, no. I'm sure there are most of those German breweries now have a Fest beer.
And what would the main difference being? That it's more sessionable? Like
Yeah, it's just
not-
lighter.
I imagine so.
It's probably lower in alcohol too, because it looks like these are surprisingly high ABVs. I wouldn't
Yeah.
think.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't think you would be able to survive an Oktoberfest.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
with
Like having
7% beers all day.
7% like drop you.
3, yeah, but like you're there all day. So I mean, maybe if you're eating a lot of sausage, like Cutter does, or
He's saying Cutter eats a
Gobble,
lot
gobble.
of sauce.
turkey sausage.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying there. Yeah, with a lot of bread. I don't know. Soak up all that alcohol,
Ooh, and then some fried stuff. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
I am looking
Guys,
forward to worse.
Although
Yeah, you got me all excited about
I'm
Worst
all
Fest now.
excited.
Careful,
Little
watch
bit of
where you're
funnel
pointing that
cake.
thing.
Little bit of funnel cake.
Oh yeah, funnel cake.
Oh yeah.
Between Seguin's beers, like the two that I've had, it's like Oktoberfest blows the cream ale away.
Oh
But-
yeah.
But this is a good beer.
I'd say so,
I'm
yeah.
pretty impressed with it.
I don't know that I've tasted an Oktoberfest that I didn't like though, because I feel like
That's
they're
true.
following a very strict bill of ingredients. Like they're not making it in Munich with Munich water.
Nah,
I
yeah.
think.
Well-
but most of them are using the same hops and like everything is. The malts are the same, right?
Yeah.
What I'm curious about, what I really want to do, and I thought about doing it tonight. Sierra Nevada and Weinstefaner teamed up for
What?
Sierra Nevada. Well, this is the second time they've done it. But,
Oh, yeah?
they did.
Oh, I think
they
I
did
saw that. Yeah.
They did an ale this summer, but then they also
Yeah,
did,
that's what I saw.
they did that, but also they teamed up again for Sierra Nevada's Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
So they have an Oktoberfest, and then Weinstefaner has their Festbier.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all like I'm really interested in trying like side by side.
Oh yeah, that would be.
It's like
that'd be interesting.
clearly, it's like collaborations are going to have a little bit of spin from both
Oh
sides.
yeah, because
but-
it just seems like it's going to be weighted in one direction rather than the other. Yeah.
it's like traditional style, and then like the new world
Yeah.
spin on it with the old world flavor.
Old world style with new world brewing techniques.
The rigid discipline. Like
I
it's-
haven't done enough research on it, but it would take literally a Google search.
Like,
I know
well,
I know
you can bing it.
like free
could.
thinking German brewing
Well,
versus
they're one this weekend.
Regimented
the one this
American.
summer. The one this summer that they
Yeah.
did, I believe they made in Germany. Like,
Yeah.
they made there. So I believe that the Oktoberfest they made in California.
Oh, okay.
I don't know that, but one would stand
You're
to
just
reason.
pulling it out of your ass. right now.
Well, one would stand to reason like, hey, we're using up some of your tanks. Why don't we use your tanks for this beer?
Yeah, I can see
Like
that.
if you're doing a collaboration, that would make sense to me. We've done some breweries that have done collabs before, but we haven't actually talked to them about how they work.
Yeah, no, we haven't. Yeah.
All right, so
Hey, we're all finished with the first one.
Oh, yeah.
I would say very, very strongly, this is a 1. Like
Oh,
it
man,
came out the
yeah.
gate, like tasting really good. Stayed very consistent all the way through the glass.
Oh, delicious. I don't have anything bad to say about it at all. It's like, I mean, good things. Like we were saying earlier, it's like I don't think I've met an Oktoberfest that I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm always curious about everybody's take on one. It's like,
Yeah.
but they stay pretty strict to the like they don't want to venture too far.
Yeah,
off
I
track.
don't think people want to get crazy with their Oktoberfests. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we want to get a beer that will, like 1 billion liters will be sold. It's like literally, it's like there's not going to be any. Oh, this is my jalapeno Oktoberfest.
In Texas, you never know. It's like, especially, it's like people just want to kind of put a
Oh,
spin on it.
and speaking of jalapenos,
Speak.
Fairweather is the one that makes the jalapeno cider. So that might have
That's
been
the
the
one that
guy.
yeah.
The guy that you almost knocked out.
In HEB,
Yeah.
he was one of the
You were there,
doing
right?
the displays.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he suggested, hey, when you're making your michelada on Sunday,
I was like, what sort of hipster do you take me for making a Sunday michelada?
use this jalapeno cider.
Yeah. Although it was good. It was good.
Oh, he had the jalapeno cider for you to try?
Yeah.
Oh, but he didn't have the mixture mixed up. Okay.
What I love is I don't want to throw this guy into the bus, but
Uh-oh.
like each of those like tasting
About to
people,
throw
they
him
have
up.
very, very strict like TABC rules on
Oh,
what
yeah.
they do.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me, I deal with them all the
And
time.
he did it the right way, but I've seen so many people that are just like, "Hey, let me just refill your cup," and I was like, "Well, actually, I think somebody I don't want to tell you your job, but somebody told me you're not supposed to do that. Like, if I was a TABC dude, I could like,
If
boom, fine."
Here, I have
if
my
I
own
was in
cup.
charge of that taster, I would have walked over and punched him. What'd you say? You knocked him over?
In
Do
the
I need to
middle
lie
of
about
HEB?
it? Do I need to lie
In
about
the
it?
middle of the Mueller
Yeah.
HEB.
Ooh, Mueller HEB.
Ugh. Ooh.
it's not so bad.
No, it's nice.
The
It's
beer
just
selection's good.
super crowded, man. It gets really crowded. But like all the HEBs, I guess really get
I went
crowded.
down to Mueller a couple
sometimes.
weeks ago. It's like I had my fill for.
They have a witchcraft there, so I've never been there, but I've wanted to go there.
Wait, what are you
Bottle
saying?
shop witchcraft,
In Mueller?
not in the HEB.
No, but in the Mueller area.
Yeah, in the
Where?
area.
Shrunken Heads.
I think it's like right near like the Home Depot or something. Just that area right
Really?
there. Yeah, the
I
witchcraft,
can't
and
think
they
of
have
where it is. Like over like by La
Yeah,
Madeleine, maybe?
I believe you're right. I think it's right over there.
Yeah, I think so. I've seen it on a map, and they always post, and then we're always liking their posts.
Hey, witchcraft people, if you want to invite us over, we are happy to drink at your location
Yeah,
for free. For free.
they do have a tap room at that location.
Ooh,
Though
even better.
They are shutting down their Lamar location.
I heard that.
Yeah.
So I gave Kevin from Whitestone that tall grass.
Yeah.
I think it was their raspberry jam or whatever.
Oh, and that was it. Is that what happened to Tallgrass?
Yeah, it must have been because tall grass is shutting down up in Kansas.
Yeah. Hey, Cutter,
What's up, Ross?
have you heard of Germany?
I've heard of Germany.
Oh,
I'm sorry. I mean, no, I've never majored in German. But,
Oh.
my degree is definitely not from Germany for sure.
oh, well, that's not surprising. What with it being all tucked away down there.
Yeah.
You know, they call it Deutschland, the
Deu-
Vaterland, the
Vaderland?
holy Darth Vaderland,
Dun, dun,
the Holy Roman Empire, the land of chocolate, or Old Beery.
Old beery.
You know, Germany is also sometimes referred to as the land of poets and thinkers. Because as we all know, when we think of Germany, the first thing to come to mind is free
Augustus
thinkers
Schlu-
and the beautiful poetry of the German language. Yeah, and name a song that isn't better in German. Can't do it. Du hast.
99.
Do. Sorry, it's the only other song I really know.
Yeah.
David Hasselhoff.
Oh, there you go. And also, Tony mentioned 909 Luftballons.
It's a good song.
Yeah.
It is.
It's also good in English, too.
It's very good in English.
But yeah, but better in German.
Das Leben ist alt tot, älter als die Bäume, jünger als die Berge, wohin wie der Weg.
Germany, the third happiest place on earth?
What are the first two?
I don't know. Disneyland, Disney World.
And Disneyland.
And then fourth is Euro Disney. So, but speaking of German language, which is always fun.
Du sprichst
You know,
Deutsch?
it's easy to come up with poetry when you have musical words such as Kummerspeck, which is grief bacon, or Schottenparker, which is shadow Parker. And
Oh, is that what that is?
Boy, those Germans have a word for everything.
Kudelmoodle or Cuddlemuddle. I'm not sure. And alternatives to Cuddlemuddle include Tohu Wa Bohu, Weirwar, Mishmash, and Clatteradash.
Can we go back to Cuddle Muddle? What is a Cuddle Muddle?
It
If you have
is.
to ask, you can't afford it.
It's the same as pretty much Mishmash. It's like a chaotic, unorganized anything.
Like we ran into a little bit of a Cuddle Muddle at the Miller
exactly.
HEB.
Yeah, but
What did you do?
I don't know.
Sounds like a swinger party is what
Yeah.
it sounds like.
Could have picked up some Kummerspeck.
I hope not.
Some grief bacon. But what's
Bacon. Oh.
what's interesting is Schottenparker, which there are a lot of German words to, I don't know how to explain it, but for unmanly men or men being unmanly. So a Schottenparker is shadow parker. So somebody who parks out of their way in the shady,
Wait,
like
they
a
look
shady
down on
spot.
that?
Yeah. A man
That's
doesn't
interesting.
need shade. You don't need
Is that a shady dude or is that
no, it's somebody who parks in a shady
Well,
spot.
I know they're very literal.
Yeah, no, it's not a shady dude.
I
mean,
to park my dually in the shade.
they
of that
can't stand the
pecan
heat.
tree.
Yeah, I don't know.
So in Japan, they have a word similar. It's grass eaters that they call unmanly men. Because instead of eating steak and like real food, they
Oh.
eat vegetables.
Yeah, and they won't eat the blowfish. So
I don't know that I would eat that.
no,
I'd do
fugu.
it. I'd do it.
You'd do it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you'd be rolling
I
the
don't
dice
like
though.
I don't like fish anyway. So
You don't like fish? Dude,
you don't have to be surprised every time.
I am surprised every time.
No fish. I don't like fish. Sushi's fine, but no fish. As long as it doesn't have
Sushi's fine.
As long
which
as
is
it doesn't have like
basically fish.
sashimi on top of it, but yeah.
Oh, I get you. As long as
Like
it's a
just
roll
rolls.
with rice on the
yeah,
outside.
yeah,
I
just
got
rolls.
you.
Yeah, not that spicy tuna. Fuck that. I don't
All
care.
right, so we
So we got infamous Oktoberfest now, Marzens style lager. They have pretty cool cans. All their cans are kind of similar. They got the guns and everything all over everything. I think it's supposed to make them stand out. Kind of seems sort of douchey, but you know.
Wait, where are the guns?
That's a revolver cylinder right there in the
Oh,
middle.
yeah.
And there's like guns all over like all their like advertising and their website and everything like that.
I like the color scheme on the can.
Strong smell.
not as heady on this one, but
Well, you didn't do a Clint pour. Or wait, is a Clint pour headier than a Cutter pour? Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, I didn't get nearly as much. Still nice, though. It's a lot clearer, not hazy like the other one.
the can is incredibly busy.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be honest, this is my first choice just because I loved the look of it. Even though it's like now that I'm actually paying attention to
I
it,
like
it's
the leaves, though.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know
the
why they're
leaves-
in the number 6 or whatever.
No, it's not the number 6.
Oh,
It's
the
just
other
design.
side. The other, yeah.
So it
just mirrored.
just stood out to me on the shelf. Like all of the other ones are kind of like more Bavarian
Yeah,
style.
exactly. They kind
This
of
one,
all look exactly the same. They just have the Bavarian flag all
although
over.
the colors are the same.
Yeah,
It's like this one was all like
it's a bit different, yeah.
they're like tradition, which makes me a little bit nervous about trying it now that I'm thinking about it. But it's all like it's interesting. Darren
Lagered
Hester
with
is the crew
love.
chief.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of cool. They have their signature on it.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. And one of my favorite stickers ever, the Brewers Association for Independent Craft, certified independent
yeah.
craft beer.
Always like seeing that.
Yeah. I don't.
All right, guys.
This one didn't have it.
Prost.
Prost. Cheers.
It's got.
It's got a little bit more of a sharp taste.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not bad, but it's just I wasn't expecting that. It's
Initial
like,
impression.
It's like a. Is that?
It's enjoyable.
Yeah.
The finish is kind of metallic to me though.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
Biting.
it's that taste. Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Now, is that because it's in a can? Is it like, would that taste different on draft?
I don't think so. I think it would taste pretty similar.
It's the way that they brew it, probably not. It's
Right.
the can probably wouldn't affect it.
It's good. I mean, I'd still drink it, but I much prefer the Seguin. Yeah.
The Seguin is definitely better. Yeah,
I would say once again after I brought it up, it's
it's
I
more.
feel- I
It's
feel
got
like
more of like a fruit taste to me, like
In the front?
like an apple juice sort of. Yeah,
yeah.
like I don't know. Maybe it's apple, maybe it's something else. But yeah, like a
It's
juice sort. Well, whatever they're doing. No, like Kool-Aid, sort of. That's what it is.
Kool-Aid?
Like,
I don't know if I get
I'm getting
that.
like a
I
little.
don't get that.
So we are looking at a 6% rather than a 6.3. So slightly less alcohol.
Maybe it's just the sweetness that I'm picking up, like more of the more sweetness.
Still very malt sweet. for
Oh
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Good. I mean, like I said, I wouldn't turn it away. But
Yeah.
if I had saw both of these two on taps,
Oh yeah.
Leaning
I
towards the
would.
Seguin.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Which is surprising because Infamous is the better known brewery.
no, they're definitely local. I mean, they're from here in town.
I would
Yeah.
say, but in town, Infamous is more
Infamous.
famous.
Oh, more famous.
They do have them at the gas station near where I live. So
Yeah, they don't have Seguin at gas
They
stations.
do not.
Unless it's gas stations in Seguin.
Seguin. Yes.
I feel like this one is a little more front heavy than on the back end. It's like the finish is more crisp. I guess it's
Yeah.
more lager like.
Yeah.
What I would usually think of like a crisper, lighter lager.
This is not something I could drink all day at Oktoberfest.
Agreed.
Unless, after 3 of them, it kind of smooths it out a little bit. And I'm curious to see how it is as we get closer to the bottom of this glass.
Yeah.
True.
I don't dislike it.
I don't dislike it, but
No,
compared
but
to that first one.
I think I'm starting to like it more actually than the Seguin after like halfway through.
Two drinks is halfway through.
It's the sweetness I think that I really enjoy from this one.
I always laugh about us because it's like we're already halfway through. Like after about 3 sips, because we're trying to figure out like what we really want to get.
I'm just tasting. Yeah, I forgot to do like official tasting. Tasting it and breathe it in, and
Just swirl it a little bit.
Get that color. Look at that cloudiness.
yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'd say I like that better than the Seguin. Yeah, definitely.
You're inclined to your opinion.
Incline to your own wrong opinion.
Well, everybody's got opinions.
I like assholes.
Fuck them.
Wait a second. What? Is that,
Wait, that's how that is, right?
is that how it goes? I don't know. It is now. It's never a bad idea.
Until it is.
That's not the way that ends, right? I don't think that's the way that
No,
ends.
There-
Yeah. Whatever you were gonna say, let's take that back one step.
And then fuck it in the ass.
I plead the fifth.
shove it all the way in.
So many amendments.
I said there are so many amendments.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm glad we're
Haven't
all
thought
on
of
the
that
same
in a while.
page.
Yeah.
You know what I miss about pubic hair?
What's that, Ross?
That was it. That's all I got. Al Jackson said that last night. Last night we went. Tony and I went to go see Hannibal Buress,
Oh.
and Al Jackson and Clark Jones opened for him.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like their energy was different than Hannibal. Hannibal is very low energy.
Yeah, I think as the headliner, he's like, "I'm here. You paid to see me.
Yeah.
whatever."
I feel like he concocted that first joke that he led with just to basically say that. Like,
Yeah.
he started off by saying,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
some of you guys
But the
bought
thing-
tickets from scalpers.
Yeah.
You might have paid several $100s. Don't put that on me.
Yeah,
You're getting a $40 show.
yeah. But that's so weird though, because on his podcast, he always advertised for StubHub.
Did he really?
Yeah, which is like, what? Which I think after a while he stopped because he was like, what? These people are paying like $400 for these seats. I think that actually happened to him once. And somebody
Yeah.
was like, I paid this much and you weren't funny.
I think he's funny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I enjoy
I've not
him.
seen his show, but I think he's hilarious.
He's got a couple stand-ups on Netflix that are they're all good, and he had a TV show on Comedy Central. Of course, it was okay. It was more like he was trying to do like sketches and stuff, and it was like, and then he would go up there and talk and do stuff. It was like the Chris Rock show back in the day. You remember? Yeah.
I loved the Chris Rock show.
Well, it was on HBO, so he could do whatever the fuck he wanted. But Hannibal Buress kind of almost does everything he wants. But
yeah, I'd say everything he's done with Eric Andre has been just over the top.
But yeah,
just crazy.
I just can't stand Eric Andre. I remember being a fan of his. I don't know why. I must have seen him on something like Undeclared or something at that time, like early 2000s. And then I was like, oh, there's an Eric Andre show. Man, I want to watch that. And then I watched it and it was like, God damn, fuck this shit.
Well, it's like
and then it's just worse and worse. I mean, it's like maybe not worse and worse, but it's just more of the same. And it's just him being crazy. And it's like, this is not. And now they have Loiter Squad and all that. Like, that's even worse. And like,
is that the Tyler the Creator?
Yeah,
one?
Tyler the Creator.
I do like Tyler though.
Oh man, yeah. I don't know him outside of the show, so I don't know. But I know he does. He like they rap, right? Loiter Squad or is that their
Odd Future, Wolfgang? Yeah. It's like they have all sorts of different like pieces of the collective. So they're really young, but they
they're super young, man.
Yeah, it's like a lot of like skateboarders, and artists, but then vocalists. So like Frank Ocean came from that group.
Oh yeah, I didn't know
there's
that.
this band called The Internet. They're from there too. But Tyler the Creator, he tries to challenge like what the basic trope is of rap music.
Yeah.
So he'll do the whole like ignorant stuff, and then he'll go really deep, and then he'll do like relationship stuff.
And it's like they did one album. It was a collaboration, if you will.
Collab.
Yeah, Clips and Re-Up Gang with Pusha T and Malice, and I can't remember the other two guys because Pusha T and Malice were pretty much the best. But yeah, they did kind of like ignorant coke rap, but then they'd have these rhymes that they'd come out of like out of nowhere. It's like what the fuck? It's like there's one that I always remember with open arms like Journey. I kill my peers like Jeremy. It's like what the fuck? You're referencing Journey and Pearl Jam in the same rap song. I don't know. It was just
that's crazy.
They were pretty good. And then their next albums were like, I don't know. But I always liked Malice, so and he was good. Yeah.
So not to make this whole podcast about rap, but
rapping. I'm rapping. In my socks rapping. Got on my jeans.
I did hear that Black Thought from The Roots is going to create another super group.
Oh yeah.
So I'm a big fan of The Roots. So
yeah, I know. Yeah, you have a Roots T-shirt.
I do.
Yeah,
I have several.
Oh, what? Are they all the same? Because I've only seen the one.
They're very similar.
Oh, okay.
It's a logo, so
yeah. Okay.
Different colors.
They're different colors.
I was gonna say, I saw The Roots once, but no, it was Jurassic 5. Never mind. It was not The Roots.
So I have seen Jurassic 5 once. They
were at Lollapalooza when I saw them.
That's where I saw them.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah, it was Lollapalooza.
It was like 2001, 2002 or something. Where
you guys were at the
Audio
same show.
No, I was.
Mine would have been.
I was in
Selma.
Houston. Yeah, it was cool because like before the headliners, the big acts came on, everybody got to be right up on the stage. But as soon as like the Donnas left, they were like, nope, you can't be in here unless you got a ticket.
Yeah,
it's like fuck. So everybody had to be up on the hill, and it's like can't see shit. Oh, and then Queens of the Stone Age was there. It was the first time I saw them, and
that was the same tour. Yeah,
I had listened to their CD. They had just come out with
A Song for the Deaf.
Go with the flow.
Yeah, the album that Go With the Flow was on.
I want something good to die for. To make it beautiful to live.
It's a good song. That's what we got. That's the song that got me into.
It's really good, and the video is really amazing.
The video, I saw it on MTV. So it was the first time I ever seen
really cool video.
Heard or seen them. I was like, love them.
Yeah, every song on that album was really good. Except they had radio interludes. Like you're listening to the radio, and it's like they're parodying radio and how awful it is. And it's like, I know the radio is awful. It's like
they were trying to make an artistic statement.
And so I just ripped it off the CD, and then I edited out the radio parts, and then I burned it again onto a second CD. But at the show, it was Jane's Addiction was headlining. That's right, Jane's Addiction, and then Audio Slave, but they had Perry Farrell come out and sing all of their songs.
All of them?
Yes. Josh Homme did not sing anything. He might have sang backup, but it was like, I don't want to hear Perry Farrell sing Queens of the Stone Age. That is not my jam, man. It's like...
Yeah, he came out in my one, but he didn't lead and do everything.
Yeah. Okay.
The big thing that I took out from that tour was Sparta. Sparta was my favorite band from that one.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, and they were early in the day. Like, they might have even been before the Donnas.
I don't even think that I've heard of Sparta.
Sparta is really good. I have a Sparta jacket. I went to
is Sparta.
I went to see them on my birthday one year.
So,
now
like,
you just do pinballs.
Yeah.
There was like the split.
I love pinballs. I don't know. It was a split from, of course, At the Drive-In. So
you might have heard of maybe Mars Volta. Mars Volta was kind of the bigger side, where like that was.
I've heard of them.
Yeah. Mars Volta took the experimental part of At the Drive-In and they did it their own way, and then they just went and did it. And
Sparta was more the punk side.
Jim Ward and Paul Hinos and Tony Hajar, the drummer and the bassist, they went off and they formed Sparta. But yeah, oh man, they were good. I liked them. I only got their first album. I think I got
Cut
their
Your
first
Ribbons.
Wiretap Scars.
That and their second one, and then I don't know if they did anything after that.
No, they a few of them went into other side projects.
Yeah,
and then eventually they all got back.
Well,
together.
I know. Paul went to Mars Volta after
Jim's
brother died because he was doing like in the background like audio manipulation sort of stuff.
Good times, though. That was a really fun festival to go to.
And actually on the second stage is where I saw Mooney Suzuki for the first time.
Get ready, get set, what you get is electric sweat.
They were just crazy. They were doing like that 60s kind of style stuff, but they were just off the wall. They were and they still sounded amazing when they were off the wall. It's like, I don't know.
It's like we're going to be those old people like, I remember going to Lollapalooza. I remember going to Warped Tour 1997.
I never went to a Warped Tour.
Really?
I wanted to. Like, probably 98, I think, was like when I really wanted to go.
I went with Joel a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, that's Joel's kind of music, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Newfound Glory and all that.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I can remember being there for
Starting Line.
All American Rejects.
All American...
The good stuff.
They have a couple good songs.
I went through that stage. So I still listen to them.
Yeah.
Bowling for Soup.
Oh, yeah.
Got to see them.
Dude, I got to see them in San Marcos also.
They played a mall in San Antonio.
They come to San Marcos every time they come through Texas.
Like still?
Well, they're based in Texas. They're based out of Denton, I think.
Oh, that makes sense. That's why they're so awful.
Riverboat Gamblers are from Denton, and they're good.
But no, they played at what was the name of that bar at the time? I think it was
in San Marcos.
Lucy's. I want to say Lucy's.
Okay.
But really small venue. I think there was maybe 150 people, but yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, they were sweating it up when I saw them.
You can tell,
especially the guitarist.
You can tell you can tell they just go through the same thing. They do the same thing. They're like 40 years old. They're still living their high school days.
And people were going crazy for them.
Yeah.
I don't know how he finds guitar straps. No, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
That guy, he's like Butterbean.
Yeah,
like,
right.
If anybody remembers,
have you seen any of their promo like pictures? Like usually, just like sitting there going like.
Well, back when they were popular, when they first blew up, I think did they win a Grammy? Right?
They had to.
Yeah, they did.
I think
it was super. It was like crazy. It was like Bowling for Soup, and then I instantly didn't like them because they won a Grammy.
Oh,
it's like fuck
you,
fuck the Grammys.
You this guy over here.
But I also really didn't like their music.
What I thought was they're like 40 years old and they're like singing about high school problems.
Yeah, yeah. And the guy has like bright yellow spiked hair.
Yeah, exactly.
From what I remember. Yeah.
I saw him in person. I was like, that's
awesome.
They
were nominated for the Grammy, but they didn't actually win.
They were on the Grammy CD from what I remember because my sister used to buy the Grammy CD every year. It's like, these songs suck.
That's why you hate the Grammys.
How much Mariah Carey can you? I don't know.
So that was 2003.
God, man. Yeah.
What were they nominated for?
Oh, I don't know. Looks like good.
Good song.
Good song.
Best pop performance by
Okay.
a duo or group with vocal.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll give them that.
You know
The
this
guy-
song.
the guy-
you know the song, right?
Oh yeah.
It was their
Girl, all the bad guys.
Yeah.
Like,
A bad movie, she's looking through me. If you were me, then you'd be screaming, someone shoot me. As I fell miserably, trying to get the girl all the bad guys want. 'Cause she's the girl all the bad guys want.
I think it was on like a. I don't know.
So the one-
I can't even remember the song. I just know. Yeah.
Girl, all the bad
I know.
Yeah,
I've seen.
it's lit-
I know.
yeah.
I've seen them perform it on TV, but no, I don't know.
the one that I always remember from is Ohio. Like, come back to Texas. It's the same since you went away. Hope you.
It's no Phoenix.
They
DX.
were up against music heavyweights such as Bon Jovi, Dave Matthews, No Doubt,
Ooh.
and NSYNC.
Wow.
Yeah, they weren't
business
gonna win
winning.
that year.
They were not going to win that year.
Little
Given
baby.
NSYNC was on its way down.
So their quote when they were being interviewed about it was,
They had pop.
"We have no chance. They're gonna kill us. It's pretty funny because
Okay.
we're just a bunch of fat guys from Texas."
All right, I respect them a little more now.
yeah, right. It's like if you ever saw their show, I mean, they put all of their effort into it.
Yeah.
You can tell that they've done it multiple times.
Yeah.
So if you ever get a chance, I do recommend seeing, like, going out and
Bowling
seeing
for Soup.
them. Yeah.
Oh, one of the guys from Lit co-produced their album.
That makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can.
It's similar
yeah.
taste. Yeah, similar like vibe to it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, a lot of those like early 2000s punk bands, they're all
Pop punk. Yeah.
fairly similar.
Yeah.
Zebrahead.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
they had that one video with like the Playmate of the Year. Or
Yes,
something.
that
Oh,
is
no.
that is the same one that I
yeah.
remember. Yeah. I don't remember the song. I just
Yeah.
I just remember that.
It was on mute.
So Infamous. Do we have any information on them?
Oh yeah, I actually do.
We ventured way off topic.
I don't-
went
I
down
don't
a
have- I
music
don't-
rabbit hole. If
I
you
don't
will.
have a lot of information on any of the breweries because most of them didn't post anything on their websites, and then you look it up, it's like it's just not there. I don't know. But yeah,
Hit us up, and we'll help you out. Get in touch with the beer museum.
yeah, or just hit us up and just talk to us. We'll tell us your life story.
Yeah.
We'll have you on. Yeah.
Tell me a story.
Yeah. So, okay. Infamous Brewing was founded by friends in 2012.
Were those friends Josh Horowitz and Darren Hester?
Josh Horowitz and Zach Perry.
Oh.
And then they added Matt Bishy and Darren Hester. Darren Hester was actually the assistant brewer when they started. So I guess he moved up. I don't know where Matt Bitch went.
Matt Bitch.
It's BITSCHE. So
That's
But-
unfortunate.
yeah. Oh man.
Bitchy.
Yeah. It started so they started in 2012. Friends from a diverse geographical and professional backgrounds who shared the goal of leaving behind their former careers and following something they were passionate about. Working together, their initial brew house was put together piece by piece, part by part, with the goal of delivering great handmade craft beer in small batches. Which I think it was Josh Horowitz. He was an avid home brewer. So, and
I was gonna say that sounds like a homebrew setup.
I think he had a job on Wall Street, or either him or Zach Perry. I can't remember. Perry. Okay. Perry had a job on Wall Street, and
He said, "I've made as much money as I want to make. I'm just going to follow my
so
passion."
apparently they met an afternoon in a bar in New York and realized they had mutual interests. And Horvitz, as I said, a home brewer, wanted to take his hobby to the professional level, while Perry he wanted to leave his Wall Street job and become an entrepreneur. So they opened Infamous,
Synergy.
and the rest is history. And that's about it.
That's nice. That's more information we had from Seguin.
Yes, because I had no information.
I'm with you though. I'm almost done here. Give me one moment. I'll give you my full opinion.
Oh, here we go.
Still a 1. I mean, it was always going to be a 1.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, from you.
But not quite as consistent all the way through. as a Seguin.
Yeah, I think in the beginning it's kind of off-putting. There's a flavor in there that it's like, but as you drink it, or as I drank it, it was a lot more pleasing.
It was fine from about a quarter down to about a quarter left, and then the last sip, once again, I got that metallic taste again. So
yeah, I was trying to do big gulps, so it's like, and that tasted good to me.
Yeah,
so.
it was fine for
Big gulps, huh?
For most of the beer, it was fine. It was just
Double big gulp,
that almost like a tinny metallic.
I can understand, yeah,
but delicious. Like still malt forward. They got that sweetness. Just really, I think Seguin did a better job. Of the style, but delicious nonetheless. I'd still choose it over Bud Light.
I'm still saying I'm getting a Kool-Aid flavor. Kool-Aid Jammers up in there.
I don't know where you're getting that
any
from.
of that flavor.
You just squirt a little Kool-Aid Jammer. Fruit Punch.
Oh.
Or the mysterious octopus. I can't remember what that was called.
No, you're talking about those plastic bottles with the little spaceship looking top. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I am not getting any of that flavor, but I haven't thought of those in such a long time.
Yeah.
What was your thought, Tony?
Yeah.
1 or 0?
I liked it. 1.
Kool-Aid Jammery.
Wouldn't pick it over the first one. If we were drinking and it was all that they had, yeah, sure, I can do it. Because it did mellow out eventually. But like you said, very, very on the front end, very off-putting. Like that sharpness was like, I could probably do without that.
Yeah. It's
not bad, but I could do without it.
Right.
I just got it in the beginning myself, but yeah.
All right, good talk.
Yeah.
All right, what's
So,
the third one?
Schmiddelfest.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, Ross.
You've heard of our sponsor, Germany, right?
No.
Oh, well. Oh, yeah, I guess you weren't right there. Anyway, did you know in Germany as a child you must have a state-approved name?
Say what?
Parents have to submit and have a child's name approved by the government. So your parents would have been out of luck if you and your brother were born in Germany, Tony.
What if I wanted to name myself?
It really works better.
I see where this is going.
Yeah, I see how that would be different.
So if you're living in Germany, think twice about naming your child Hanson B. Wonderful, Rembrandt Q. Einstein, or Lance Uppercut. Germany. At least it's not Denmark.
I wonder if you could get away with like Ludovicius or like.
I don't think so.
No.
The thing that
Vicious with a W.
the thing that I was
Yeah.
now
you're thinking.
the thing that I was reading is most parents don't even bother to like try because
their names?
because it's such a like long process to like get it approved. So they just go with what they know will be approved. So I think actually the first name has to be a family name. And then
It has to be.
Yes, I think that's the law. So yeah, it has to be a family.
Anyway, so Schmiddelfest.
Yes.
Thirsty Planet. You said there wasn't a whole lot of information about this. This has been around for a while.
Yeah, they have, which I was surprised.
They're known for their Thirsty Goat, the Amber.
Their Thirsty Goat is pretty good.
Their Buckethead, that's an IPA or a Pale Ale.
Yeah, and then they have a seasonal double bucket head.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So I know I've known of theirs. Like their Thirsty Goat is absolutely fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
7% alcohol, 18 IBU. I'm curious to see how this. Okay, so it is a Marzens still. 43 degrees Fahrenheit is where it should be served at. All right. So what I like about their bottles already, they're in a bottle, not a can for our listeners.
Yeah. They I don't think they can. So.
I don't think they do either. It's like it has their brewer listed, it has their cellarman listed, and their packaging person, whoever is in charge of packaging. It's got their batch number. It's got the best before too.
Whoop. Hey, I'm here, guys.
There you go. Okay. That was kind of tough to get off there. So they use the short bottles like Sierra Nevada.
Whoa.
A lot clearer, like just looking at it compared to the other ones.
Yeah. Still not as much head as I got with the Seguin.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it is very clear. A little bit more effervescent, maybe even.
This is not a.
That is damn malty. That is nice. Oh, I see Tony got some head.
A little bit of Schmittel.
Ooh, wow, that is a heavy malt.
Yeah, I like it. You also get a lot of. I'm getting a bit of alcohol there.
Oh yeah.
Well,
for
it is
sure.
7%. So
yeah,
yeah.
that's good. I like that better than the last one.
This is heavy.
Yeah.
So he likes it.
I don't hate it.
So brutal.
This is best served at 6 degrees centigrade.
Yeah.
40, yeah, we briefly discussed.
We were discussing that.
Oh, so I'll just go fuck myself then.
I assume that's what you were
Yeah.
doing.
Oh shit! I was on Facebook.
You took my corn drive.
Same thing. It's like, yeah.
It's like unfriend.
So what is Chance actually at a?
He said he's at a Nickelback concert.
Oh, that does sound like Chance. Okay. The last time we saw him, he was singing a lot of Nickelback.
He was.
Maybe he was getting ready for the concert.
A little bit of Nickelback, a little bit of 30 Seconds to Mars.
Oh God.
That one is worse than Nickelback? Look at how strong of a reaction.
It probably is.
That reaction
I wouldn't
was
want to listen
stronger.
to either of them really, but no, neither. But
I would listen.
I
to
just
them
had
both.
such high hopes for
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto.
You just saw that Jared
back
Leto.
then.
That guy's really going to go somewhere.
Angel Face. Come on, Angel Face. What? Not come on, Angel Face. No, you weren't. You were like, no. But
Really changed the tone of the podcast.
I just thought he was so good, and then no.
And his Joker was fantastic.
God, fantastic! If you
potential.
love awful Jokers,
It had potential.
no, potential to be the worst Joker ever.
Oh.
I think so.
Have you
Wait,
seen
can
the
you think
Batman or whatever that animated thing is?
I haven't.
No,
That's like he's like
that was the return. That was the return of the animated Batman.
right,
Yeah,
yeah. So
It was like Batman in the beginning, right? When he like first started out or something,
possibly?
or was that? I thought
Like
that's
young
right.
Batman?
Yeah, not like young,
No,
but
it
when he
was
was
like a series. It was like a
Yeah,
series.
no, I know,
yeah,
but
I think you are right. Yeah,
like
So, but
early in his career,
he was like
as
a
Batman.
crazy clown.
Oh, yeah, and he had
reggae.
like dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Joker
God.
had dreadlocks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember.
It was
I remember
weird.
that now.
Oh.
Yeah, it was. They went
Yo,
away
I'm
with
the
it.
urban Joker.
Yeah, they went their own way with it. But
It's
oh,
not
my sister thinks he's at a Creed concert. That does sound like
Creed
that does-
Bratton?
No, no, Creed Bratton is no. Well, maybe
Scott
Oh.
Stapp.
He did go to a Creed concert.
I could see Chance
Like
at
a
a
couple
Creed
months ago.
concert.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he does love Creed.
Standing there with
He
his
does.
arms wide open.
Ours, why I'm so-
Just looking for hugs.
that that does sound like Chance. Okay. All right. So
What
we
was
have
the bi-
confirmation.
What was the big hit that Creed had?
Wide
My
Open.
Own Prison was that the album?
That's
That
the
was
album.
like that was in the very beginning when all the metalheads in high school were really into them, and then they came out with their second album, which featured Arms Wide Open, and then it was like
What was the one that was on Titan AE? What was it? What was that song?
Man, you're bringing up Titan AE. That's my shit.
That's my jam.
Yeah. Oh man, Matt Damon and
Matt Damon.
I'll be 100% honest. I've
Bill
never
Pullman.
seen that movie.
What?
I know.
Oh,
I've always
it's a good- it's a
I've
good-
always
It's good.
wanted to.
It's-
I've always wanted to. I've never seen
Actually,
it.
I haven't seen it in years. So,
Yeah,
but
I learned the
but
other
at
day-
the time, I really liked it.
I learned the other day it was one of the last
bought it on
like,
V-
hand drawn.
Yeah.
Like
It's the same guy
Higher.
that like drew.
Higher was the big one.
higher.
Can
Yeah.
you take
me higher? Man, if Chance were here, he'd be killing it right there.
There was also a song
But then he'd
called
sing it way too long.
My
It would be like,
Sacrifice.
yeah,
Yep. I can tell you how many Creed albums I've owned.
not a damn
Zero.
one.
Not a goddamn one.
Not a goddamn Creed album.
They have had so many songs reach the #1 on the Billboard
yeah.
Yeah.
top mainstream.
Oh yeah.
So have a lot of other awful bands.
So has Nickelback.
Hero and
Hero wasn't theirs. It was only
he was featuring Chad Kroger.
Chad
That's right.
Kroger married Avril Lavigne.
Yeah,
so,
and then they got divorced pretty
Yeah.
quickly, right?
And then-
no, pretty
was it-
recently.
Yeah,
It hasn't been that.
it was Derek Whibley that they got divorced pretty quickly. From Sum 41.
She was in the Skater Boys.
The other
Ah, she
Canadian,
was, yeah.
she was in the Canadian Boys.
She said,
Canadian
"See
boys,"
ya
she said,
later, Ian.
See you
boys."
later, eh?
See you
boys?
later, eh, boys.
That was a good one. I don't know what the side's for. That was a good one.
That's very good.
Right. As speaking of Canada, let's give a shout out to Mike from Pacific Beer Chat.
Hey, yeah.
Mike, hey, thanks, man.
Hey,
Those Barnaby people living in Vancouver.
You watch out for bears.
Vancouver.
Oofta, it's way up cold in the Great Far North there.
Oh, yeah.
Take off, you hoser.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to get cold up there.
We haven't given a lot of shout outs lately. You know?
No, we haven't.
Yeah, a lot of mentions.
Give a shout out to Evan Pike.
Evan Pike from Pints and Provisions,
Yeah.
he's a solid guy. He also does a lot of homebrew. So.
And we'll pause while Ross lists off all our Patreons.
There we go.
There they are.
Hey,
All
if
right,
you guys want to throw us some money to help us out.
Yeah, visit our Patreon page. We got a link at the top of our website and at the bottom too.
Is it right after the vote for us?
It's before it.
Oh, it's
yeah.
Priorities.
Actually, no. I think when I had to delete it when so it's just at the bottom now.
Vote for us.
Yes, vote for us.
Yes, for you guys who were joining us late.
Yeah.
We strangely got nominated. We are finalists.
We nominated ourselves.
Did
I
we?
don't know.
I don't think we did. I think
voted.
somebody discovered us.
Maybe.
I've put our name out there quite a few times. So
Cutter puts out. So we made it to the top 4
Rebel Wilson.
of we're in the final round of the local.
no, we're in the second round.
Second round, which may be the final round. I don't know.
I think it is the
we
finals.
don't know.
Yeah.
For our division, it very well might.
Yes.
Yeah.
Best local
We're
podcast
going up against
in
3 others.
Austin.
Best local general podcast. So
Yeah.
they also have a separate one for news.
Yeah.
So they don't consider beer news.
We're going
news.
we cover a lot of news though.
Because TABC won't let no. I don't know.
They're keeping us down.
We're going up against a comedy podcast, I assume. Gender Fluids.
No, it's not
I don't
comedy.
know.
But she is a comedian.
It's
I know
not
that.
comedy though.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
So we're going
because
up
it's a
against-
woman? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're going up against a haunted buildings podcast.
Yeah, which
I feel like
it's
you're gonna
pretty
run
good.
out of haunted,
It's
haunted
100
buildings.
places in.
Yeah.
But the thing
You
is,
could say
they
that
don't
about beer.
they don't just do Austin. He goes down to San Marcos and all that.
There's a lot of haunted buildings in this area.
In San Antonio, I think he's from Corpus Christi, so
Every time
he's
we show
got
up to Clint's
some-
place, there's like moaning and groaning going on. Like I know that much.
like you could drown a
There's
toddler.
another ghost. Sploosh.
The other one we're up against.
Why
is,
did that ghost say sploosh?
a psychiatric or like psych?
It's
podcast?
2 doctors, 2 guys on your head, or something like that. It's like
You don't have to pay extra for that.
It's an NPR podcast, so automatically they should just be no. Come on,
That should be news.
It's like the Olympics, unless it's basketball. You have your amateurs running. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe not.
Nicaragua has no place in the basketball Olympics.
Dream Team.
China.
Oh man, remember the Dream Team?
Yeah.
I had a poster up on my wall.
Oh, I'm sure you did. Did you also
Who's
have
your-
the Michael
who's-
Jordan poster, where it was, with his arms spread out?
The Space Jam one?
No, I never saw Space Jam.
What?
It was not my thing. It was not my jam.
Oh, whoa.
It's got Bill Murray.
Yeah,
It's got
it also
Wayne Knight.
and Billy West.
got Bugs Bunny.
As Bugs Bunny.
Charles Barkley.
Yeah, I was not into Looney Tunes anymore at that point
You're not selling
because
me here, Tony.
well,
You weren't
I'm
into it?
I'm more into Charles
It had
Barkley.
Lola Bunny.
That's what I was into.
The thing
Lola
is,
Bunny was the Poochie of that movie.
at that time they were doing all the
Nice.
yeah second Poochie reference in 2 days. But they at that time, they were doing the T-shirts with the gangster style Looney Tunes.
So you didn't watch it in
And-
spite of those T-shirts?
There you go.
Were you living in L.A.?
No,
That's right, you weren't.
I wasn't. No.
Just those guys are into gangs. I'm not into the Looney
No,
Tunes.
Was that a
it was
gang
just
thing?
it was just stupid. So it's like, yeah.
Hey, I was in Kansas at the time. It was cool.
You had some T-shirts with
I had one with Taz on it.
I think I did have a couple Space Jam T-shirts. Actually.
no, not Space Jam, just like the Looney Tune characters
Oh yeah,
dressed
I know
up
I
like
had those.
with Okay.
Bugs and Daffy for sure.
With their backwards hats
Who's-
and bandanas.
I thought
and-
you was more of a porky person.
Fuck you.
Is that an insult? Fuck, man, I'm gonna fucking porky pig. Fuck you.
turn off the lights. And,
Oh, did he? That's all.
But no.
that's not all.
Who's your go-to Looney Tune?
Taz.
Taz? See, I was always a Marvin the Martian guy.
No, couldn't do.
Marvin
couldn't
was
stand
I
him.
was
Funny,
no.
but-
Let me clarify.
I don't think any of it was funny.
I liked old Marvin the Martian when he was actually like
The
Yeah.
Buck.
What, Duck Dodgers?
yeah, exactly. It's
Yeah.
like when it came into like by the time it got to Space Jam, I did not like.
Yeah.
like, it was like, all right, you guys kind of just made him a dweeby little prick. It's pretty much all you did. Like I try hard, if you will. So and I was not appreciative of that. So I'd probably lean towards Taz nowadays.
Try hard or you die hard.
That's not how that.
Isn't that Die Hard 7?
Speaking of Die Hard, this morning I watched Skyscraper.
Oh my god.
Not worth your time.
Yeah, I was like,
do
I
not.
say, I
Totally forgettable.
I saw
Not any.
four different trailers for that movie.
I
and
didn't see
still
any
have
trailers.
no idea what that movie's about.
Well,
China.
So
It's
there's
Die
a
Hard in China.
skyscraper, and he
And
gets
The
locked
Rock.
into it, and somehow
Yeah.
it starts
Look-
getting lit on fire.
Rampage is way better than Skyscraper.
See, I haven't seen
So you know.
Rampage. And Rampage.
Rampage
because I'm
is
a
worth your
gamer-
time.
Yeah, because I'm
Yeah,
gamer.
yeah.
So I'm big into Rampage. I heard it doesn't. Well, Rampage didn't really have
No,
a
they're
storyline.
They're just
either,
climbing
but
up buildings, eating
When
people.
you die, you turn into a naked person.
That's how I want to go out. I want to be naked.
naked.
Well, you turn
Naked
from a
and
lizard.
afraid.
Better get out the old Rasputin.
Oh yeah,
It's your death beer.
yeah. I gotcha. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I was trying to think of a joke and I didn't have
Oh,
anything.
okay.
My
We'll
bad.
we'll edit one in.
Yeah. Say.
Well, I loved the lady you were talking to on that episode, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I'd give my husband this beer," and oh god, I can't think of like the exact context.
I have
But
no idea what you're talking about.
On the old Rasputin conversation,
Oh yeah,
you were interviewing a husband and wife.
yeah. Matt and Virginia
Virginia.
Yes.
Yeah.
from
And she
the
was
beer
like-
museum.
Museum.
Yeah, and she was
Shout
like,
out to the beer museum.
Shout out.
There you go.
and she said something
So
to the
what we're
effect
doing now?
of like, yeah, like my beer, he would hate. Like
Yeah,
the final
she picked
beer.
a Hans Pills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were gonna butt chug it. Butt chug a
that was
Hans Pills.
It absorbs
butt chugging was
faster.
a big part of that conversation.
They were
Yeah.
butt chug a Hans Pills.
That is
and
where
come
it-
out together.
where it came
That
in.
might help you to go out.
And he's going to be watching Empire while she watches
Eternal Sunshine.
Eternal Sunshine
Yeah.
of the Spotless Mind. Yeah.
They were gonna go out in notebook style by butt chugging a Hans Pills. That's all I remember.
That is
of the
notebooks.
conversation.
That was in the notebook, right?
Yeah.
Butt chugging.
That's like,
Butt
yeah,
chugging?
I think that's
They had a Coors though.
Cheers.
Coors. How many Coors would it take butt chugging for you to die? By the way, this beer Bible talks about like it has all the different styles of beer, and it gives like we were talking about it earlier, Ross and I off camera.
who are not a sponsor.
They're not a sponsor,
No.
but they have all the different styles, and they give you representative examples of the style. So if you look up Oktoberfest in here, Free State is one of them from your home grounds.
It was
Well, was your home
R.I.P.
ground.
No, free.
Tallgrass.
Oh, I'm Tallgrass. Is what I'm
Tallgrass
thinking
is
of.
dead,
Never mind.
But
Okay.
Free State's still around.
Tallgrass.
for now.
Yeah, Tallgrass. I've learned
They were good. I went there
Yeah.
earlier this
Where?
summer. Tallgrass in Lawrence.
They're not. What? They're
Sorry,
Yeah, I know.
not Tallgrass. Fuck.
Free State.
Free State.
But
in
didn't you go to
Lawrence.
Tallgrass? I
They're
don't know.
out of-
I thought
think
you
they're
said.
out of Wichita.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't go to
Were out
Wichita.
of Wichita.
Well, their brew pub is still there
Yeah, which is
For-
not
for now.
is not owned by the brewery. So
They're just selling through all their old stock, and
they just bought their name for their tap room.
Ah,
So,
get you.
yeah. And then they were selling all of their beers, but then they were also selling other beers. So
I mean, that's how most brew pubs work. I think down here, it's all that they're a little more
Brewery.
ambitious.
yeah.
It's like more brewery focused.
Yeah.
As TABC.
so what's the deal with Celis? Because they
What's
have
the
Uncle
deal with-
Billy's on the side of them.
They contract well because Uncle Billy's and Pedernales. Well, I don't know about Uncle Billy's, but I know Pedernales. They went out of business, So they got
I didn't know that.
bought, and so they're brewing. I don't know if it's still them or if it's somebody else, but they're brewing at Celis, which Celis does a lot of contract brewing,
Gotcha.
where people can come in and they can brew their own stuff there. They just pay Celis. The thing that I found out is like just because you're contract brewing there doesn't mean you get a tap there. Like Lake Austin Ales, shout out to Lake Austin Ales.
Thanks, Chris.
Yeah, Chris Gray from Lake Austin Ales, who's the head brewer there. He was the head brewer at Whitestone.
Formerly
He
known
was
as the head brewer at Whitestone.
Yeah, he's a great guy. He knows a lot. He's just amazing to talk to, and we need to get him on. But after he gets his launch through, he said, "Yeah, I'll come on." he sounded a lot more excited than I did right there. But
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
There's one
man.
thing I can tell about Ross is that he's never really excited.
yeah, we're comfortable.
It's Saturday.
Yeah,
You're saying he's the Eeyore of our group?
Yeah, for sure.
Mom's Eeyore. Yeah, no. So they contract brew there, but they don't have a tap there. Uncle Billy's, I don't know what's going on with Uncle Billy's. If they
They might have a
just
collab
moved
going on or
in there.
something.
Well, they
they're
just
on
moved
the
in there.
building.
Yeah, they're on
It's
their
on the
name is
building,
on the
it says.
building. So it's Uncle Billy's, Celis in big letters, and then Uncle Billy's still pretty big letters.
But it's weird. It's not as big, not even in the same font, just like on the side of the building.
It's Uncle Billy's font. It's cursive, while Celis is Celis, and then they have the bear and the coat of arms or whatever there as well. And then they have all the Uncle Billy's on tap. So
Stay tuned in a couple weeks when we find out.
yeah, we'll ask Christine Celis or Daytona or whoever wants to talk to us at Celis. We'll find out.
Hey, what's the deal with? Hey, if you were gonna have somebody brew, hey,
But would you cover yourself in spicy mustard?
I know I would.
So
So, which beer do you think was the easiest takedown?
First one's still
First
my
one?
favorite.
I like Infamous.
You like that?
I still like it. Yeah.
Oh, I like all of them. To be 100% clear, I like all of them.
This one seems a little bit more malty.
The thing is, though, that it has that alcohol.
Right.
The alcohol taste that you can't really get past. I mean, you can get past it. You can, whatever, it's alcohol, but it's still there. It's like you can't hide it. The more you drink, it's not like it doesn't
not
go
going
away.
away.
Yeah. So it's still there. So
It has the malt up on the front side again.
yeah, the malt is really good in it. I just wish it didn't have that strong alcohol taste to it.
it's
myself.
not as crisp as the other ones.
Yeah.
And the alcohol really shows on this one.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, like it went down the order: Seguin, Infamous, Thirsty Planet for me. I can say that because I'm done.
Whoa! Shots fired.
But those, it's like that's the way it went in order for me. It's like this one, the flavor was better, clear up until the finish.
Oh man.
That finish,
Ooh, I don't know if I would have chugged that. I split it in half.
that alcohol.
You get more of that alcohol the more you drink. the bigger the gulp, the bigger.
Yeah, the alcohol finish
Big
on,
gulps,
on the
huh?
Thirsty Planet.
Yeah.
Once again, great malt.
Yeah,
got that
yeah,
sweetness.
there's
It's
everything
it's got
else,
those biscuity
it's just-
notes.
yeah.
but just the alcohol takes it away from me. I'd rather
Mm-hmm.
have the metallic of the Infamous, but the Seguin of the three.
Yeah. For me
Far and away.
it's Infamous, Seguin, and then the Spittlefest.
The Spittle
Shittlefest or
Schmiddle.
Schmiddle. It's not even Schmiddle. It's Schmiddle. Oh, because the owner's name is Schmiddle, Schmiddle.
That makes sense.
not Schmiddle.
I was trying to figure that out.
I keep saying Schmiddle. Yeah, so was I. And then
Smiddlefest. Smiddle.
yeah, Spittlefest is their name.
It's all right. So their bottle. It's like
No.
Infamous didn't have anything on their can about anything. So it's I'll read their bottle
Okay.
here. It's a
Oh, thank
Oktoberfest is cause for celebration. So dust off your stein, pass the mustard, and break out those lederhosen. This full-bodied modern is full-bodied. It's bigger. It's bigger
Yeah,
bodied. Than
yeah.
that. Is a deep amber color, toffee malt flavor and aroma,
There's the toffee.
yes, I like that. Yeah.
and goes perfectly with a bratwurst or roasted chicken. Like this is
That's where we went wrong. We didn't have a roasted chicken.
Well, I was gonna say between the three, this is the one I would pair with food. If I was just drinking at a festival,
Mm-hmm.
I would choose the other two.
But I wouldn't drink this really fast. So Thirsty Planet in 2010, husband and wife team Brian and Tammy Schmiddle No, Smittle. I keep putting the CH in there.
Oktoberfest.
Yeah. Smittle opened one of South Austin's first production breweries, Thirsty Planet, priding themselves as one of the more environmentally conscious breweries. I get it, Planet. Okay, Thirsty Planet. Okay, I guess. I don't know. They take care to recycle when possible and hope to eventually harness solar power for the brewery as well. But this seems like it was written quite a long time ago.
Where is their brewery?
They just moved to South Congress, didn't they?
So they're on the south side. They're down there by Independence.
They were sort of up north. They closed down for a while because they were moving, and actually they closed down during the Festbiers. So now any time before like January, I think you can take your passport down there and get a free pour. But
really?
But you have to go down to South Congress because that's where they are now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
maybe if I'm down there for some other reason. But I'm not going to South Congress.
If I'm going to Lucy in disguise for a Halloween costume.
Yeah. No. That's fine.
That was a very strong reaction.
I was thinking
Ross has strong
of Maggie
reactions.
Mays, where all the college kids go, and it's like,
Ugh.
Oh.
yeah. See,
I'll go there for a show, like if I'm supporting somebody, or it's like if I happen to be in the area.
Yeah.
So like if I hear good music, it's like,
yeah.
why not?
Bowling for Soup is down there.
Yeah, I'm sure that they would play Maggie Mays. Tony, you're finally 3 years in.
Finally.
I didn't think it was as hit you over the head with the alcohol as I thought previously. It was okay. I would probably put this as a second, and I'd put Infamous as third for me.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
But, the thing is, it's like what we said at the beginning. We all like Oktoberfest beers. Like, they are meant to be enjoyable.
Yeah.
It's like saying, like, oh, which shade of blue is this? It's like, I like blue.
Well,
maybe this is the preferred.
Do you like Crayola blue or
there's-
HEB, whatever
there's-
the fuck they sell? out there,
RoseArt.
blue. RoseArt blue.
Oh God, those are the worst.
You're asking me,
Those
are
were the
you
ones
a
that-
poor?
I asked.
Remember when you would get RoseArt clay? That shit was awful.
I asked Leah the other day. I was like, have you never had the 96 pack of Crayolas? And she's like, no, we always got ours from HEB. I was like,
That's very judging, though,
Oh, no,
because
it
you
was
can't choose that. That's a sad thing
no,
as a kid.
But it's one of those things like, it's not that it's bad. It's just like,
But you just totally just like, oh.
no.
I remember.
But there's like 7 different colors of orange, and they're all in one packet. Eight. I'm sorry, they came in like things of 8 or 16.
What? So you had to like open individual packets?
No,
Never
it
seen
was
the
more like
96?
cardboard sleeves.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like 96.
Oh, okay, I know
you
what you're
open it
talking
up,
about. Yeah.
and then you like pull out these are my blues. It's like
Yeah,
it's
you're
like,
talking about the Crayolas.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
Crayolas.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
RoseArt, it's like they went up to 24, and they had like 2 packs.
Coloring with RoseArt, and you just have like chunks of like
Yeah.
crayon like left.
The
all
wax,
over.
like
Yes,
the wax.
yes,
It's
you'd
just
have-
like,
you'd have a
well, I
bunch
need
of
to brush
wax.
off the extra
Yeah.
wax that's
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
But then you'd brush it off, and then the color would get all over.
Yeah, it
it.
was just smeared. It's all like, I mean,
those were
Hey,
awful.
just think, people worked for that company. Like, people came up with that, and they were like, "This is the product we're selling." Like, just think about it now. Like, they were,
Well, you
when we were
want
kids,
to
there were
keep your
people
costs
our age.
low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that were like,
it's
yes,
not- and it's
I
not-
work for
it's not-
RoseArt.
It's not
Ooh,
dog.
and then people like, you couldn't get a job at Crayola, or
I remember plastic. It's like what
as a child, that is you the big pack of crayons. That's it. That'll get you through your childhood right there.
I remember I begged my parents for the 96 pack.
Remember when they came out with the little sharpener in the back?
God, I was part of it. And so but I had the
Sharpening a crayon.
I had the 96 pack. I had it from 3rd through 5th grade. Like my parents were like, you don't need crayons.
He was in Texas State, and they were still like, "Sir, I'm gonna need you to do this in pencil, like maybe a pen."
My
but
parents
no more
won't buy
crayon."
me any more crayons.
Yeah.
My parents were, I mean,
I
It was-
filled
it was
out my
just-
homework in salmon.
It was
goldenrod. I've still got you.
yellow orange was. Oh, that was one of my.
Or
one of my
orange yellow.
favorites.
Yellow orange or orange yellow. That's the only.
No, I think it was
that
orange yellow. Yeah, because they were both. Yeah.
It's like, there was yellow orange and orange yellow.
And the
There
yellow
was-
green.
There was
I
red
like yellow
orange.
green.
and orange red.
Yeah, one of those
There's
they
so
got.
many oranges.
One of those they got rid of though. Like when they
So,
got, and they also
orange-
get. There's also no more flesh.
Flesh
I
color.
have never seen flesh.
Flesh. They changed it to peach. I believe.
Oh yeah, I always had
'Cause-
peach. I
'cause
always had peach.
Some people
Or they changed it to whitey.
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
I was just saying, some people's crayons
Some people's
didn't
flesh are different
reflect
colors.
the right color.
Well, no, they have burnt sienna.
Oh, once
five,
you go
high
burnt
five.
sienna,
High five.
no, I'm not gonna fall for
five,
that.
high
You're not gonna high five
five.
burnt
No.
sienna.
High five.
Cinnamon.
No, I was saying.
I don't know
for
if that's a
flesh.
color.
High five.
What? For flesh high five? That's weird.
five.
I just want that on the video. That's weird. No, that's not a high five pointing. That's a he's doing something weird over there. Is that a
No.
low
Low
five?
five. Okay.
Low five. Low five.
Hey, Cutter.
What's up, Ross?
Remember our sponsor, Germany?
Yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah. Right now, you're probably saying, Ross, I've heard every fact about Germany. You can't tell me anything new. Well, you've got some attitude,
Well,
mister.
I was gonna say, what about Schwarzwald? No.
You're just making stuff up.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay.
I don't know. Did you know in Germany they have over 1,500 different breweries producing over 5,000 different beers?
Mein Gott in Himmel.
Yes. Yes, true. Yes. And you can buy beer any time of day or night, which is great because you can drink beer anywhere you want. On a roller coaster, at the office, in a public park, in a train, on a plane, on a boat, even with a goat.
It's like Bourbon Street.
Yeah. Oh, no parades though. I don't think. Well, I don't know. There might be a polka band. I don't know. But I don't know about you. But Germany sounds like a great place to me. Germany, where Hanson never left the spotlight.
Where Hanson never left the spot. Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same as.
They're
my-
still putting out new music, by the way. Did you know that?
Are they?
Yeah.
Or are they doing a collab with Bowling for Soup?
I don't know,
No.
but I do know that they have a festival in Tulsa every year.
That is where they're from, right?
Yeah, they're
okay.
from Tulsa. And so I have some fans. They
Hanson
still tour.
Oh, okay.
They have their own brewery, actually.
What?
They brew their own beer, I should say. One of them,
3%?
one of their beers is called Hop. No, but seriously,
Yeah,
that's a
I
real
got
thing.
you.
No,
I got you.
It's a real thing.
Okay.
that's a joke. It's like that's a real thing. Hops. It's either hop or hops. But yeah, good times. That Hanson.
Yeah. Hanson.
Because their first big hit was
Yeah, Bop. Yeah, no, I know.
But hops.
I'm aware. I was there.
But hop and hops. Nope. You were all right. Fair enough.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So we were just talking about Hanson.
Hanson.
It's like
Chris Hansen?
because Ross made a mention in our ad that Germany is still the place where Hanson never died.
There's a lot of things that never died in Germany.
That's true.
Hasselhoff. Oh, wait, is he not? He's probably not dead anywhere.
He's not dead yet.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like, Good talk,
He's still
but
alive.
no, he's not. He's
still
not
alive
dead yet.
everywhere.
But no, it's like I was telling him. It's like they actually brew their own beer.
Hanson.
Yeah,
Now, when you say they have a brewery,
yeah. Their biggest beer, of course. I hate to say it, just because, but it's called Hop or Hops.
that's pretty clever.
I mean, it's built in. Yeah, but yeah, it's. I don't know anything about it. So
You know what? I feel like this is a new goal for this podcast.
get Hanson on the
Get
spot.
Hanson on the podcast.
Oh man! Hashtag
It's like,
Hanson.
hey guys,
Hanson.
I know we made fun of you that one episode.
three
Those
BI,
multiple episodes.
3BI Hanson. Hashtag 3BI Hanson. Get it started.
They'd be like, so which one of you guys are the bi guys? The three bi guys?
Do you guys still have long hair? It's like because I literally know nothing else about you.
Yeah. No, I mean, everybody liked the music when we were younger. Right? I mean, I don't know.
I mean, I heard the song, but even on like Now One, that was not my favorite song on that album.
Was it on Now One?
Oh yeah, that
Like
was
Volume 1? That's
now,
OG right
now
there.
That's what I call music, Volume 1.
Wow.
At the time when it came out, I didn't even know what Sex and Candy was, but that was my number one song.
That's a good song.
It is. It still holds up.
It does. Sex and Candy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We were just-
He's Kool-Aid man us. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. What was your favorite song on that album?
Big Willie Style.
Big Willie Style was not on number 1. Sorry. Little Casey and JoJo action. What was that? What was their big hit?
All My Life.
All My Life. That was on there. I think Mbop was like the first or second song on that album.
So we were not talking about Marcy's Playground?
Oh no,
Is
we
that
were
what-
not. But we
Sex
ventured
and
in.
Candy was...
Tony brought up a new goal for this podcast, and that's to get Hanson on here. Now that he knows the heavy.
Hey,
Oh my
Yeah,
God!
I
This
would-
whole album is like full of gold.
Yeah, it is.
Janet Jackson, Backstreet Boys,
Which Janet Jackson?
Which Janet Jackson song?
You
Together
gotta
Again.
tell me
It's
the
nothing.
songs.
Yeah,
No,
you
no,
wouldn't
I
recognize
don't-
that.
no, I don't know
Backstreet Boys, As Long As You Love
Yeah,
Me.
okay, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, I remember. that.
Fastball.
Yeah,
The
oh
Way.
yeah, oh, yeah, The
Oh
Way.
God,
that's a good song.
Austin.
They're from Austin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I'm just saying. It's
Austin.
Yeah.
Harvey Danger.
Yeah,
Flagpole
Good one.
Sitta.
I changed my vote. That's my new favorite on that album.
Wait,
No.
you might want to reserve your judgment.
No, I'm not.
Spice Girls. Say You'll Be There.
There you go. But that was from.
Harvey Danger.
That was when they were in the desert.
Yeah.
In the video. That was.
Casey and JoJo's was All My Life. Ooh, I loved. This was a personal favorite of mine.
that whole album was fantastic, and it holds
Oh,
up.
yeah.
and it holds up.
All
Dancing on the
Saints,
Ceiling.
Never
Oh.
Ever. I liked that song.
No.
Tonic, If You Could Only See.
If
That's
you
a good
could
song.
It is a
only
good-
see
yeah, it's a good song.
the way
Then
she loves
our
me.
previously listed Hanson,
Bop.
Bop,
Bop. Do, 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 wop.
Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about
God.
that song too.
Wait. Wait. I thought we all agreed to forget the summer that America liked swing music.
It was only one.
Well,
summer.
that wasn't swing music.
That was Cherry Poppin' Daddies was
was-
swing music.
I didn't see
Zoot
it.
Suit Riot.
It was more like
Riot.
the throwback. Like, yeah, I guess it was.
Bobby.
People
swang.
they-
Swing to it.
They swing dance to
there
it.
was that.
It was- no, it was-
Squirrel
it was-
Nut Zippers and.
It was big band. Squirrel Nut Zippers. is
Yeah,
still
big
around,
band
too.
is the way I see it.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying I didn't.
Swing dancing, I see.
Look,
is like,
look.
But you know what you swing?
They
dance
never
to?
left the.
Cherry Poppin' Daddies.
No, big band music.
Yeah, fucking.
And then,
it's not my world.
Okay.
So there's something I don't know called "Shorty, You Keep Playing with My Mind" by
Oh
Imagine.
man.
I don't know, but Imagine spelled all fucked up.
Yeah. No, I'm aware of it. I don't think I've heard the song, but I've seen it.
Brian McKnight's "Anytime" that got played in my house.
Some Keith Sweat and some Brian McKnight, man. Oh, it's on.
Aqua, Barbie Girl,
Oh god.
Yeah, of course. Barbie Girl.
Karma Police by Radiohead, which we
Oh, that
covered.
is an amazing song.
Everclear, I Will Buy
Yes.
You a New
Yeah,
Life.
I remember that one also.
Wait, Lenny
didn't
Kravitz,
No,
Fly
are you-
Away.
Oh god.
Not Are You Gonna Be My Girl?
Yeah. No.
And
They're
then the
still
last
bad.
one-
Both bad.
Marcy Playground.
Yeah, that was it. 17.
This is a
Number
solid
17, yeah.
album.
It really
Marcy's
is.
Playground.
This was-
They had a solid album.
Okay, this was 17 songs. It was spread between 4 discs.
Yeah.
That's how old this was.
4 discs?
Yeah.
No. I
Yeah.
remember having it on one.
This
Okay.
says it was 4 discs.
All right, fair enough.
It's on Amazon. You can
Yeah.
still buy
They're
it.
not. Yeah, most of them are not good. But
What do you mean? Those are all hits.
what do you mean? Those are all hits.
What do you mean those are all hits?
Oh man.
It's basically like they came up with a mixed CD of
Oh, yeah.
everything people liked. And
Yeah.
they were like, I'm going to be a millionaire.
It worked.
It worked.
The guy made $1 million.
All right, guys.
All right. Let's get that popping.
That is a nice head on that.
Ooh.
And super clear. Man, that is. I don't know, man. It's okay.
It's way lighter. I can see Cutter through this beer.
It's way lighter,
Ooh.
but it's got a lot of flavor for as light as
It
is.
does. It does have a lot of flavor.
It's good.
But I'm still getting that alcohol. What is?
I have not looked at.
percentage
I have
is-
not looked at the percentage of this.
6%.
No,
It's not.
that's more reasonable.
Yeah.
definitely not as strong as that last one.
No. But
the alcohol taste is nice.
It's got like some Victory malt, or maybe it's just a lot of Munich malt in the background. It's really nice. It's got that little.
So is this an Oktoberfest as well?
It is.
All of these are Oktoberfest.
Oh, it's like we had a theme or something.
Is this a crossover episode? No.
I do love this. All right. So Montrecourt Oktoberfest. It's not an illusion. This is real and filled with Oktoberfest beer.
Is this the real life?
Now make it disappear.
I think it's just a fantasy.
Caught in a landslide.
Are you guys going to see the Queen movie?
Yes.
I want to see what Rami Malek does with Freddie Mercury.
I've seen a couple of previews. I mean, the same preview maybe twice, but I like him.
All right, so
what? Buttons.
I had a random thought.
But we were talking about Bohemian Rhapsody, or what is the Freddie Mercury, the Queen Freddie Mercury biopic called? Is it Bohemian Rhapsody or?
Is that still going through?
Yeah, they made the movie pretty much. I mean, I think he nails it. Even though I don't think he's as tall as Freddie Mercury was.
Was Freddie Mercury tall?
He wasn't real tall, but he was taller.
Yeah, he was not a short guy.
At or about 6 foot. At least,
yeah, I'd say so. But yeah, he nails it. And then the very end of the trailer that I saw, it's Brian May in the studio playing his part, and then he's like, "Okay, then what's next?" And then
so now what?
This is when the operatic section comes in.
Oh, the operatic section, yeah.
Then the Brian May actor, I think he was like, "Oh, okay," and he was like, "What?"
Yeah, that whole idea of being in that conversation of like, and then we're gonna do this. It's
operatic,
like, what the fuck?
In the middle of a rock song. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, I love Queen, but most people better.
Most people better.
You like most people better than Queen?
No. Oh.
He likes Queen most.
You need a plague.
Better than most people.
No. Yeah. I'd say so. But yeah.
Well, that's true. As much as Ross likes people,
including sitting at this table. I'm pretty certain.
I'm really waiting for it to come out.
He likes 1/3 of this table.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And he's at this table.
It's not me.
It's Ross and Queen, and then it's Cutter and Tony over here.
I'm really waiting for it to come out on VHS, man.
VHS.
Laserdisc.
This looks like a silver record. But it's not a silver record, it's a laser disc. There's a movie on there.
Til Schwager. He is the German Brad Pitt. His birthday is the day after Brad Pitt's also.
This is a fun fact.
Yes. It is fun.
Day after Brad Pitt's.
When is Brad Pitt's birthday?
I don't know.
That's what
he's a day after Brad Pitt. I hope that's even not a real fact. Because you said it with so much confidence.
When I was doing my research, that came up.
He should
like
just
fun facts about Germany. Til Schwager.
Just he's the day after Brad Pitt.
Yeah. So if only he was born on that day, then he could have been
the German Brad Pitt.
He could have been because then if Brad
because
Pitt
of German purity laws, and you can't actually call yourself Brad Pitt if it's not on the same day.
Brad Pitt was born the day after him.
Yeah.
He'd be the American Til Schwager. Oh man.
Missed opportunities.
Missed out. Yes. Mm-hmm. All right.
Parents should have had a C-section.
Parents should have waited a day, but they had to have that afternoon delight
2 days before.
Should have blown it on their back.
No, but then we wouldn't have Til Schwager.
My dad says the best part of me got the wall.
Oh man, you bought him that Bart Starr jersey
Ross.
He nailed your mother in.
The best part of Cutter ending up on the hood of a Mustang.
Wow, guys! Wow.
It was a BMW.
By the way, we need to put that picture up somewhere.
Whoa,
of your
pictures?
No, the picture of Joel like standing in front of Mustang Sally's.
Oh, yeah.
Joel found a bar called Mustang Sally's.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Joel is on sabbatical right now. He's sowing his wild oats in Queens.
Yeah. Anywhere that will take them. He is sowing his wild oats.
Wait, is he in Queens?
I will go to Queens. It's coming to America.
Yeah, no, I got you. Soul Glow.
Yeah.
Joel
is sowing his royal oats right now.
You can do whatever that you want. They're your oats.
So he's sowing them across the Eastern Seaboard. So if any of our listeners are in the Eastern Seaboard,
Stay clear of Queens. So then Aaron Eckhart said, if that's Ansel Elgort, then who's Eldon Ehrenreich? And then I said, Gesundheit.
I feel like that could be in the New Yorker.
It was in BoJack Horseman.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes more sense. It makes sense. Yeah. So,
The new season was really good.
What season are they on now?
5?
Oh man, I am so far behind because I have not. So watched the first season.
The first season was really good. Second season, not as good. Third season, yeah. Fourth season, still, yeah. Fifth season, it's better.
It gets better.
I enjoyed the first season. I remember hearing about it from you guys or you.
Well, I posted a couple things on Facebook at the time. But yeah.
How much he liked the episode that had no audio, like there was no speaking.
Yeah, right.
That was the worst fucking episode.
Which episode? Which season was that?
Second season. It was underwater.
Was it the second season?
I think so.
I haven't seen it.
Second or third?
I was thinking the third. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the third because he's got the movie in the third. Mm-hmm. Or no, it's released. It's released
guys,
in the
you're talking about Secretariat.
Guys, don't ruin it. Don't ruin it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
What are you doing here?
What are you doing here? What are you doing here? When did you get here? I'm sad.
All right. So where are we at? The reason I didn't want to buy this beer for the podcast
because we've already done.
Well, the one that we did do by them was a seasonal also.
Yeah.
It was a seasonal also.
So is this.
I went
we did get a pass because it's seasonal.
This was not their next seasonal though. This was their.
The one that we did before was a seasonal also.
Yeah.
I do want to visit their core line.
Yeah.
But it's good.
I had some in there in the fridge.
What?
No, you don't.
Oh, we're not going to do
it. Oh, yeah,
now.
you do. You got the Pearl Snap.
We're not gonna do it. That's a good beer.
You're a big fan of the Pearl Snap.
I've got a lot of it in my fridge right now.
I have not had a Pearl Snap in years.
Pearl
it's a good
Snap,
beer.
Fire Eagle. I've got some hoppy
I think
pale ale.
I think it was the
Country.
Fire Eagle that I tried from them, like the first super Austin beer, and it was like, nope.
So the reason why I had those in there is because I was going over to a house, and I knew this person only drank basic beers. So I was like, I'm going to find a craft beer that I know if they try it, they'll like it. And they refused to try it.
Are you? No.
So I ended up bringing it home.
So you pull it in a glass. Pour it in a glass.
Yeah. Just say, hey, try this.
It's like...
So, hey, I got you Bud Light. There's those people that just won't pay for beer. It's like, hey, Bud Light will get you just as drunk as these guys. But
you have to drink a lot more.
Not to get drunk.
Not to get drunk.
I think so. Well... it depends. Oh, so Angie has voted for us on Best of Austin.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank you, Angie.
Thank
Appreciate
you, Angie.
that.
Yeah.
I did as well.
Did you?
I did.
She's been a big supporter of the show.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah.
Well, always glad to have people supporting us, and especially Cutter's beard. It needs a lot of support.
It does.
The birds. I don't know what we're going to do with the
Oh,
birds.
God, those grackles.
Okay. So, guys, we are... Oh, we'll finish this first. Before we... So this
we
was...
got another beer in there.
Oh, shit.
We got the Oktoberfest.
Yeah, we do.
Nope. Oktoberfest.
Oh.
Have you never noticed that?
Is it smoke? No, I never noticed that.
No, it's just live oak. It's just called the oak.
Oh, okay.
It's clever.
I get it. I get it.
Tell Mike how clever that is.
I assume it's not smoked. It very well could be. Like I've never
hope
had
not.
it. So.
I would not put it past Chip.
They're going to fucking drink smoke beers until everyone likes it.
Wait, I thought this was an Oktoberfest.
Nope, it's a Smoketober.
Oh.
Smoketoberfest. Oh, man.
That should...
That is a genius idea,
Smoketoberfest.
though.
It's like calling the Beer Olympics the Beer Olympics.
Yeah.
Come on, you're just missing out at that point.
I got something.
Or like Dunder Mifflin Infinity.
Dunder Mifflin Infinity War.
So can we finally talk about Infinity War? No.
I've seen it.
I saw it opening night.
Wait, Shay hasn't seen it.
Oh,
She fell asleep
shit.
during it.
But Spider-Man's death in that,
Oh,
it was
yeah.
just like, and the thing is,
I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark.
It was like the best and worst. It was the worst because I've loved Spider-Man since 1989. I saw Batman, and then my mom got me a subscription to Amazing Spider-Man. I don't know how that links together, but it was.
She went into a comic book store and she's like, my son likes Batman. And he's like, Marvel is better than DC. This is what you need to get him. And that's how that went down.
And I did love.
And
I love.
you
Spider-Man
got out. You're a better person because of it.
Yeah, Amazing Spider-Man is the shit. It's
did you cry when he died?
Yeah, I got a little tear.
I got kind of a lump in my throat.
You got a lump in your throat?
I got choked up.
Yes, I suppose I got a lump in my throat, too. That was before I started crying so hard I had to run to that bathroom and lock myself in a stall for 20 minutes.
Yeah, okay, Bill.
Then when I got out, the ovation was still going. That just set me off again. Go ahead, laugh. It's your nature.
Are you done, Bill?
What? You have to recharge your robot power pack?
Did you not?
He didn't die.
Did you not?
He didn't die. He dissolved. He
doesn't exist.
No, they're all coming back.
Of course they're coming back. There's going to be
Marvel can't kill a character.
Oh shit!
They have
I guess
another.
We're not making any more Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, exactly.
With Venom coming out right now.
They have another Spider-Man coming out, and I was saying like, well, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is going to be kind of boring. All they got's Rocket Raccoon. Actually, that would be really cool, but
just straight Rocket. Yeah.
Just him just fucking blowing up everything he sees. That would be like awesome. But what I'm saying is that was the worst and the best part, because it was the worst because it was just and the best because it was like his death just felt so real, because he was like, and then he's like grabbing onto him and he's like, I don't want to go, and it was like, fuck.
See, but then
and all the other ones, it was just like people just like.
But then I remember it was a Marvel movie and he's not dead.
Oh yeah, no. Of course he's not dead, but it's like
you can't kill Spider-Man. Literally, that is Marvel's big.
He has died
up until Iron Man. Like Spider-Man has been Marvel's biggest fallback. Yeah,
since
exactly.
1964, Amazing Fantasy 16. Yes. Okay.
Sure. Your
vacant stares. Or
I'm sorry. Oh, yes.
I'll believe you.
Actually, that was Amazing Spider-Man number one.
No, he was.
It was 17.
No, he was not. Amazing Spider-Man was after that.
Actually.
Anyway, but no, it's I enjoyed the movie. It was not earth shattering.
No.
The fact that I knew going into it was going to be two parts.
It was. Yeah, it kind of just ended like.
But
it was
the one thing that
I understand that there's going to be more than one, but it's just like where it ended is like.
I'm really curious because clearly they set up Captain Marvel. I'm serious. I'm like, where is this coming from?
Yeah, how? I mean, they just wanted to tie it in.
How come everybody didn't like just vanish all at once? How come they were like
the snap?
So,
the snap, and they didn't vanish all at once, which was kind of weird because Maria vanished before.
Right, they were
Fury.
It's like if you're using the snap,
shit!
It's because of the speed of sound, and the snap has to travel across the universe.
They were in the same
goddamn car. Like it's like, all right, so what the fuck is going on here?
I got paid more, and the people who got paid more, it takes a little bit longer for them to die. Like the people who don't care, you don't care about. Like, yeah,
it's like so. That aspect was a little weird to me.
It's just Marvel's Left Behind.
Yeah.
No.
Ross is the first one across the finish line.
Oh man.
I'm not going to make a big deal about it, but yeah, so Montecore. There you go.
Ross, as the first person across the finish line, how are you feeling about it?
I like the malts, but I still think it has a bit too much of the alcohol in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Even with this one being a lesser alcohol.
Yeah. It's still, I don't know, it's still got that alcohol like burn, or not so much burn, but like that sharp taste at the end.
I didn't get that as much, but
when I taste this one,
not as much as the Thirsty Planet, really, but
I feel like this is like all of the Austin Beer Works, where they like have like, okay, if you wanted to be like truly experimental and like out there, you'd be up here.
Yeah.
And they just dial it back. Like it's nothing like crazy. It's a good beer.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's still a good beer. It's still a 1.
Yeah.
I like the Montecore. I do.
Yeah. Is it better than the Super Awesome?
No.
No.
I really like the Super Awesome.
Super
I didn't
Awesome
have the
is really
super
good.
awesome.
Yeah, you should have come to the carts and.
Well, I was
Arts and
dying,
crafts.
so I'm sorry.
We're glad you didn't die. But I think you would have.
I don't know about that.
I think you would have liked meeting Cease Tucker at the very least.
Well, yeah, I would have liked. Yeah, I would have liked being there, but
and you would have lost to us in carts.
I don't know if we can say that.
All right, so Tony,
What's your Montecore?
Yes.
What's
where
your
are you at
opinion?
on the Montecore?
I liked it. I mean, I would not get it again over other beers.
Where do you
Super
rank it?
Awesome is. I'd put it like number 3.
All right, so I've got a feeling that.
I got a feeling. What did you say? I wasn't listening.
Over here singing
Oh,
some.
no one gives a shit.
It's gonna be
This
the best one.
We saved the best for last.
I think so. Yeah, I have high hopes for the Live Oak. So Cutter says their specialty is German lagers. So he assumes that this is going to be, but we talked about assumptions before.
Mm-hmm. Fuck them.
They're all
Right?
like assholes.
I feel like that's what we.
They're all
Oh
like
yeah, fuck him in the ass. That's right. All right.
We crossed that bridge earlier.
Mike, if you're watching,
Careful. Watch your cornhole, buddy.
All right, guys, ready? We're doing the Live Oak Oktoberfest. Is what the is what this one is. And to the cans.
oh, that's a good pop. That's a good pop.
The desk pop.
That's not a real thing.
I'm glad you get my
Oh,
other
yeah.
guys' references.
Now
That's a good head.
that's good
Once
head.
again,
Oh
good
And
my
that is
god!
a really-
Oh my god!
That is a really nice color. That's really golden.
Yeah.
That is not what she said. That a little hazy, but
The
really
nose
nice
is
color.
delicious too.
Ooh, let's get that nose.
When I think of
Nose
beer,
goes.
What I think, Joel's not here, Ross.
but if he thought of beer, this is what he would think of.
If he thought of beer,
Oh, man, that's good.
Okie.
That is
okie.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah, that's good.
I'm getting a little rubber there.
Whoa, that's what she
Rubber,
Yeah,
rubber.
yeah.
I'll get maybe hints of rubber.
said. Rubber. That's got to be an off taste.
Yeah, I get it a lot from Hellas's. Maybe it's just
I can see it, but I don't get it on this one.
yeah. I get some strong rubber. Yeah, like Converse.
Did you just get a bad can?
I don't know.
Let me smell it.
Probably not.
So okay, Ross. In your defense, when you say it tastes like shoes smell, I get what you mean. Like if you're in a shoe store and you get that like strong
Like
smell.
new shoes.
Leather? Like is that
No, rubber.
Rubber.
Yeah.
Like synthetic.
Like
a
you
chemical
open,
plastic.
You open a like a new box of Converse or something like that.
I don't,
Or
I don't-
for
No,
you,
no. You open up a box of Fila's, you know.
oh, never rock Fila's.
Dude, I had Grand Hills.
No,
I had the Grand Hills back
always
in the day.
rock Adidas, never rock Fila's.
No, it's like I don't get the synthetic rubber. I just don't. But
It's less and less now.
I can see it.
It's a strong smell, and that's what it kind of harkens back to that. It doesn't taste like it, but it does smell like it.
Like maybe I don't know because I get it a lot. Like first one I got it was Real Ale's Hellas. It was really
You
strong.
thought tasted the same as that?
There are some
Yeah, it
lagers
had
that
that-
have that similar smell, but I don't ever think of.
It's an off flavor
So preliminary, I'd say
caused
that's
by stressed yeast.
still a 1, but I'd probably put it like middle of the pack. Like it's between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
I'd probably say it's a 4, but
Without the rubber, I would say probably number 2 for me.
really,
If it didn't have that.
it's not bad. But that is a strong
If-
first reaction for me.
If Smithfest didn't have the alcohol, the heavy alcohol flavor, man. Okay, I'm
You'd move Smithfest to the front.
no playing gods here. That's just it. It would be close if ABW and Smithfest both didn't have as strong an alcohol flavor I'd say those would be really close. But still, I like the Infamous. I do.
Infamous wasn't bad, but in terms of what we've drank, it's not anywhere close to my first choice.
I just like the flavor. It's got something.
This one, now that the smell has settled down, it tastes a lot better.
Yeah, I'm getting less and less of the
by far a one. I've liked all of these so far. The Oktoberfest here, although surprising because we were only planning on doing 3 and I showed up with 5.
I'm not gonna say no to 5 beers.
Right.
It's a new podcast we're trying out. 5 beers in.
5 beers in. welcome to the program.
It when there's 3 of us, there's 5 beers, and when there's 5 of us, there's 3.
Yeah, right.
Oh yeah, it's math. It's math.
Yeah. It makes sense. I don't get the chemical like rubbery flavor that you guys get, but it's not as consistent to me as the Seguin.
The Seguin was very consistent for me. That is by far my number one.
Consistency for me is a big deal. Seguin, very consistent. Manticore, very consistent also, but I like the flavor of the Seguin better. So if I had to rank them, I'm putting the Oktoberfest right here.
Okay.
Because it is very consistent.
But you would say behind the Manticore.
Right.
That's where I have it also. And same with Ross.
Right. Exactly.
Like if you had to compare those two, we're all 3 agreed on that.
Side by side, those 2 are the most consistent to me.
Oh yeah.
I probably like the Manticore's color a little bit better. This one's very good, more traditional, I'd say, like a little bit of hazy amber, a little bit darker. But the flavor profile for all 5 of the beers, very, very similar.
Yeah.
But the Oktoberfest, really the most middle of the pack. It's like the Seguin, it's not even a question to me. Like that's the best beer here to me personally.
Which is crazy because it's one of the smaller beers.
Mm-hmm.
Like the smaller breweries on that list.
It's like, but
definitely smaller than Beerworks.
Oh, for sure. It's like, and even smaller than Live Oak. Live Oak's grown leaps and bounds. Infamous, I've not been out there, and Thirsty Planet I know is getting bigger. But yeah, I'm extremely impressed with that Oktoberfest from Seguin.
Yeah.
And the Live Oak, very, very good. But
Can I try your Oktoberfest?
of course.
Yeah, I'm still getting it.
Same.
Not as much.
Not as much. Okay.
Yeah.
For those of you into fan fiction, Ross just drank out of my glass.
Drinking a beer, sharing their feelings. The 2 of them, alone, but together. Bonded, united. The power of their
Why are they standing so close together?
reasons.
So one of the things we pointed out is that each of us has the Manticore above the Live Oak.
Yeah, I'd say even without that rubber taste, I'd say the Manticore has a more pleasing malt base to me. Though the Manticore, the only reason it's third for me, which is it? Well, I guess it's not
Second
third
for him. Third for me.
The only reason it's third for me is the alcohol taste.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd still probably be second because the Infamous, that Kool-Aid Jammers flavor, I'm really digging. It's not, it's not the style. It's not the style, and I guess you guys aren't tasting it, but to me, I really like. It's probably like that metallic taste that you're tasting, but to me, it just tastes a little bit different. But it's not. It's not ordinary. But the malts in it aren't as flavorful as the Manticore.
Of all of them, I would say that the Infamous is the one that tasted the most different.
Yeah.
So
yes.
I would say the Oktoberfest, the Seguin Oktoberfest, I think is most like maybe most of style, or it tastes most. I don't know if most German, but most German to me.
That's probably the best words. Yeah. The best words.
And for me, that makes
it style. It's the most to style.
For me, that makes it the best one of the night.
Agreed. And that's why I chose it there. I feel like all of them tried to spin the Oktoberfest a little bit.
I don't think Seguin did that. I think they just tried to brew an Oktoberfest, which is cool. Which I love when you like Independence. I don't think they make an Oktoberfest, but if they did, I would think they would do like two style, because amazingly, their brewer Brandon Radicke, which for some reason I thought. He would be like really out there and doing like different stuff, because if you look at their tap room, they have, Illustrated Man and a bunch of crazy stuff, but their beers that they like can, their production beers are really just German malts, German hops, and all that stuff, like their Berliner Weiss and
not basic bitch,
not basic, because they are very good beers. But yeah, traditional to style, yeah. Except for their cucumber Berliner Weiss.
When you look at the color, of the Oktoberfest here compared to the
very oaky,
Monacore, it's not as filtered.
It's
not as it's much more hazy.
Yeah, it's got more of a haze,
which is much more to style. You
can't see through it.
The Monacore,
it's unfiltered.
It was.
Well, I'm sure it's filtered,
Tony,
but it's
I hold it up and I could see Tony.
I could see you through it,
which makes it worse.
It's my beard hangs down low. It's all you can see part of me pretty much from everywhere.
Dangle to and fro. Can you tie it in a bow?
No, tie it in a knot. Tie it in a bow.
Throw it over your shoulder like a continental soldier.
Does my
Do
beard
your chain hang low? Do your chain hang low?
Does my beard hang low?
Do you think 2 Chainz?
2 Chainz.
How many?
Do you think 2 Chainz feels obligated to wear multiple chains because his name is 2 Chainz?
Not 3, not 4, not 1, but 2. 2 Chainz.
So here's a question:
What's up?
Are there any Oktoberfests that we're missing from this list?
White Oak, or not White Oak, Whitestone. White Oak is in Houston. Yeah, they do, but it's not canned.
You have to go on
because
site for
because they would have to scale back.
So no.
It would be no.
So no.
It would be cool if they had
a crowler.
See, they do seasonal. You could do a crowler. You could get a growler there. You could drink it on a plane, in a train, in a boat with a goat.
On a float?
There you go. Yeah.
On a house with a mouse?
You could get
in a box with a fox.
You could float with crowlers. Damn. Yeah, there you go. But no, it would be cool if they canned.
You can't do it with a can.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, I was going to say this earlier, and I forgot. You pronounced Pedernales correctly.
Yeah.
So many people say Pedernales, and I just want to point that out.
They do. That is true.
They do point. They say it wrong.
Actually, I don't know if I've ever heard somebody say Pedernales. It just seems like that's the way it's to be pronounced.
It is the right way.
Though if in Austin, if you pronounce things the way that they should be pronounced, Manchaca.
So we were talking about that yesterday.
Manchac.
San Jacinto. The maracas.
Or as Tony said last night, Guadalupe.
I did say Guadalupe.
You piece of shit.
But one of the other things I said last night is in Louisiana, there's a city.
And then we're like, that's it.
In Louisiana, there's a city called Manchac, and it's Manchac.
It's Manchac.
Yeah.
Not Manchaca.
There's also in Natchitoches.
There's a
Natchitoches, like Natch.
Nacogdoches.
No,
East
Natchitoches.
Texas?
It's apparently equidistant from the border as Nacogdoches is.
I'm disappointed.
Hey,
anyway,
there are tons of things to be disappointed with Louisiana about.
Yeah.
Louisiana.
Charlie Hodge, who used to be on KLBJ FM, so he always wanted to. His thing was
Did he go to SFA?
I don't know where he went. But he wanted to open
Hastings.
up. He wanted to open up a gay bar on Manchac called the Manchac on Manchac.
Okay. Yes. That's even better than the Toolbox.
Yeah.
Come on.
The Manchac. That's awesome.
Yeah, the Manchac on Manchac.
Or Oyster Bar for the ladies.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Clam Shack.
Nice. The Clam
Shack. Chowder.
Joe's Clam
the
Shack.
Clam Shack on Manchac.
Joe, but J-O, like Joe's.
Or Josie's
Crab Shack.
Clam Shack. No. We're getting into the weeds.
Yeah, let's not get into the anti-LGBT.
Anti-establishmentarianism.
Anti-disestablishmentarianism. We want to.
That's not what I was
Oh my
talking
God.
about.
Disestablishment.
No,
Anti-disestablishment.
Tarianism. It was the longest word I knew for a long time.
What about volcano nuclear?
Anti-disestablishmentarianism.
Volcano establishment.
It was the longest word.
Establishment and nucleosis. I don't know. I'll edit it in.
Oh, man, wow.
Have you not heard that word before?
I've not.
Do you know what it means?
I can assume.
I can't even say it right now.
What is
Anti-disestablishmentarianism is the idea that you are against tearing down the way things are right now. It's basically conservatism.
Yeah.
So you'll be the person who's like,
so
I saw a goddamn Beto sign in someone's front yard.
Yeah, it's got like
Fuck
double
these
negatives
Austin
in
liberals.
there, which is
Mhm.
anti-dis.
It's like the people who get mad when they see liberals in Austin trying to tear down what Texas is.
Oh my God.
And there's a word for that. You know who has words for that sort of shit? Germans.
That is true.
It's very true. It is.
I love that word you used earlier.
Ross,
I don't know.
Did you just see like that two-wheeled vehicle?
Uber Sturmwasser. I don't know what it was.
Ross, that word you used earlier with the shade parkers, that is awesome. That there is a
Shadden-Parker.
word for Shadden Parker.
Yeah, it's their. I wouldn't say proper nouns, but it's nouns that they do that with. Like, I was trying to look up like history from like Oktoberfest from 1939 to 1945, but for some reason I couldn't find any records.
All right. Give me a moment because this is the longest word that I know to date.
Yeah, the longest one that was published.
Disciple.
No, I don't know that, but it's in German.
Yeah.
And it's the speed limit sign.
Yeah.
This is something that's used.
Did you know it's illegal
right.
to run out of gas on the Autobahn?
Yes.
Okay.
I did know that.
Did Tony?
I did not.
Listeners, did you know?
Hey, the more you know.
All right. Come on. This is the word I'm about ready to say.
Ooh, all right. Let's hear it.
All right, ready?
It looks like,
I might take a few tries.
4 words.
All right, so here it is. Speed limit sign in German is Geschwindigkeitsbegrenzungsgeisigen.
So they say that every single day. Like people who reference that.
I'm sure they just go, that thing. Das thing.
Yeah, it's
Das thing.
That's the thing about like their nouns. They have like 3 words together. Like
no, it's very literal. Like
yeah.
The thing that has always cracked me up, they literally are very literal about all of their descriptions. Like whenever they talk about something, it's always about
very literal.
Height.
Yes.
Whenever they're talking about a small person, they're talking about how tall they are. He's 3 Käses hoch.
Yeah, 3 cheeses high.
3 cheeses high.
I wasn't gonna
like wheels of cheese. Yeah,
I wasn't
it's
gonna
exactly
include that, but yeah, I saw that also on my German language.
I learned that in my German class. So that's how
he is 3 cheeses high.
3 cheeses high. Yes.
The way that my German
I was thinking
teacher,
slices, but wheels. Yes,
Yeah.
that makes sense. That makes more sense. Yeah.
But it's
3
like,
craft slices.
Well, if you stack them end on end.
Tiny man.
My German 2 teacher in college, like the way he kept you till the end of class is like he would always teach you like a swear word or something.
There you go.
Like
That's useful stuff.
To stay till the end of the class, so you'd learn something.
Yeah.
You're like, I could use this sometime. I don't know when, but I'm going to use it.
Scheißen.
He teach you a swear word. He teach you like just something that's like not technically politically correct. And so I would be like, I don't want to be here anyway. So why the should I stay till the end of class?
Do you remember any of them?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
But I'm Bing. Like
Bing.
Bing.
You can Bing all of them.
Bing.
That is true.
Bill, get on that. Get on all the German ones.
Bill, I need another gift card.
You get one soon.
I'm at over 7,000 points right now.
There
I
you
believe
go.
you.
Yeah.
What does that equate to?
$7 pretty much.
That's
Hey, it's free money. It is like my wife was asking me earlier. I was like,
My wife.
she was literally like, the only reason why you like Bing is so you can be a hipster about it. And I was like, that's not something you can be a hipster about. Like, this is the search engine that I chose.
All right.
Cutter said, I'm gonna take down all that cloudy beer.
I'm standing pretty firm where I'm at with the Oktoberfest. Right in the middle. Good.
Same here.
Not great. Why? This is on the end for you? This is your least favorite of all of them.
I'm still getting the rubber.
I'm not getting any rubber on that last little bit. None.
Yeah.
No rubber. The rubber did not meet the road. Did you really get rubber on that last?
It's like, no,
You
it's
got
like,
rubber on that last?
I have mine set up for the audience here.
All the way
It's
through.
like, mine is set up for the audience here. How
Look
I
at this
place
guy.
them.
He's a
Yeah.
consummate showman.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't overly impressive. I felt like it was definitely more to style than my least two favorite, the Infamous and Thirsty Planet. So they were all very good. Like every one of them, I really enjoyed, but just it didn't wow me, but it didn't really disappoint either. I'd say all of them were decent. The Oktoberfest in particular, focused on that one since we're finishing up on that one.
But so I don't want to interrupt you, but I feel like all of these are ones. Yes.
Agreed.
Would you say if it was a 10-point scale, you'd be like, this is a 9.5, 9.4, 9.3, 9.2, and 9.1, like very close?
They're all very close.
Like you would say they're all nines, but like a small gradation away from each other.
Yeah, but I don't work on that scale.
You don't. But I'm just saying.
Drink or
like-
not.
Yeah. It's like I would drink.
But you're comparing them
Yes or
against
no?
each other. Yeah.
One or a one.
Yeah, when it comes down to it, it's like no, I would choose all of these. The defining factors: consistency.
Yeah.
Traditional over consistent. Both of them were very consistent.
Which two?
The first two. They were both, I would say, in the more traditional style.
Okay.
But the fact that one is more cloudy and more, I don't know, it had more body to it. I like that one better
Montecore?
than the Montecore.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seguin over Montecore because of body and just traditional looks, like when you're in a glass.
It did have a good taste and nice dry finish.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. I felt like that was the most traditional of the five.
I could see that. Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's so high in mine.
Right,
as
exactly.
well.
It's
Yeah.
like the Oktoberfest, it's like it was traditional, but I didn't feel it was quite as consistent as the first two.
Mhm.
It's like, because that's a big thing with me. I want it to be as good as the first sip as it is on the last.
Yeah.
And that's not always doable, though.
Right. The infamous, delicious. When it was good, it's like I felt like it fluctuated a little bit.
Yeah.
Like it was tinny at first, it was tinny at the finish, but in between it was very, very good. And then going to the Schmittelfest, it's like the one downfall of it, it's like because I liked everything about it except for that really big alcohol finish.
Yeah.
That was the one thing
That's
that
why it's number 2 for me.
Yeah, and that's why it's so far back for me.
Oh man.
If it didn't have that heavy alcohol,
the
it'd
malt,
be really
the
good.
body,
Let's get
the
that job
sweetness,
done.
it was
Yeah,
so
it's
good.
very good,
But
yeah.
It's like the alcohol really brought it down.
Yeah.
It's like because it didn't have that crisp lager finish.
Yeah, it had
was
it had a sharp alcohol taste to it. It was just not as enjoyable.
Right, I
Really.
agree.
Yeah. I couldn't pound 3 of these.
We say not as enjoyable.
I mean,
but
I could, but
You could.
I don't
You
really.
could.
I don't really want
You
to.
wouldn't want to. That's the difference.
If we're at pinballs, it's a different story.
Yeah, okay. So that's a really interesting point. You're in a public setting. You are going to be doing other things. I feel like each of our top threes, you could
Yeah.
not go wrong with any
Yeah.
of our top threes, except for yours.
Yeah.
No, I mean, but still, these are a good top 3. And any of those 3, like for each of us, I know if I picked this one, this one, or this one,
Yeah.
I'd enjoy it. For you, exact same thing. If we were at pinballs and all you're doing is playing $20 worth of tokens, each of those top 3 is going to be a good time.
Yeah. Pac-Man, air hockey.
I do notice that the Seguin and the Austin Beer Works are in all of our top 3s.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Both really good beers.
Yeah.
But So it is kind of funny just to see where everybody places, because
Yeah.
you get different things, I get different things.
I like the Infamous because it wasn't the norm. It wasn't the normal taste.
I mean, technically, you could say that about all of them.
Yeah, they all had differences.
What about the Infamous that made you really like step?
It had that sweetness to it. I liked. Not like it wasn't like
They were all pretty
malty sweetness, but it had like
that Kool-Aid jam.
Yeah, the Kool-Aid jammers, man. That's what I wanted. That's
God damn,
I'm
Kool-Aid
probably gonna
jammers.
have another one of these when we stop recording. I'm gonna have another one right now. Fuck that.
Have at it. Fucking while you're over there, give me another Seguin, because I want another one of those. Meanwhile, listener, I'd like to thank you for joining us tonight. We're a little short. Joel and Clint are out of town. We did this special episode just for you. Saw a whole bunch of Oktoberfest come into the realm recently, and wanted to give you a taste. But cheers. Regardless.
Oktoberfest for us is this weekend, right? Or is it next weekend?
It's typically the last weekend.
This is the weekend.
It's usually
next weekend.
Typically, Oktoberfest.
So like
is
22nd.
Legally, it's the last 2 weeks of September and then the first day of October.
It's 16 days. Normally, it's 17 days when October 1st is on a Sunday. It is 18 days when October 1st is on a Monday.
So
because since German Reconstruction,
Ramadan.
since German reunification, which German reunification day is October 3rd. So it goes, till then.
All right, guys. What do we? Whoa, you got another beer here?
No.
Some of us.
No. What are we doing? I thought we were closing this one out.
Yeah.
No, we are.
Yeah, of course.
Hey, wait, where's mine?
You were in somewhere.
So you didn't get me a beer, is what I heard.
I didn't know which one you wanted.
You guys are both drinking the same beer.
No.
No, we're not.
Oh,
Good-
you
good
picked
talk.
Seguin, and you
Look at
picked
you and
beer.
your hard pouring piece of shit ass fucking.
Look at that pour,
Goddamn.
though.
I'm really upset about that.
Look at that.
You're upset about that pour?
Upset because it looks so nice. Oh, also, I think Joel, while he's away, he wants to get some iTunes reviews.
Wait, Joel 1 or Joel 2?
Joel 1.
Okay, yeah.
He's like, so Joel, you were talking about iTunes reviews, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to get to 10. We have 5 right now. So if we can double
we have
that.
5?
Yeah, I just saw we have a 5th one signed up in May. But yeah, if we can get to 10, let's do a giveaway for that. The 10th person, just leave a review.
We'll send out some beers that we've reviewed and a glass and a koozie.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and close this one out. Hey, Facebook people out there, and I don't know, fucking podcast people. Thanks, everybody, for joining us on our Oktoberfest journey through 5 different beers.
Surprise!
Yeah, we changed our podcast name this episode. We are now 5 beers in.
Some
and
of
not
us.
like 3 and 2 half beers. I do want to repeat, guys, if you do enjoy this podcast, and if you do think that, it might be cool to see us with a little asterisk next to our name that says Best in Austin, like that means a lot to us.
Yeah.
Like, this was the most important thing to happen in Cutter's life since he started growing a beard.
My daughter is what I said.
No. Growing a beard.
Daughter. Is
Growing
what I
a
said.
beard.
Beard came after.
Beard came after. But anyway, no, like seriously, it's I am extremely proud. Like Ross and
I'm gonna have to get new business cards.
Yeah. We really appreciate you guys watching.
Definitely.
It's like
Well, I
love doing what
don't.
we
You
do.
just Ross and you. I don't give a shit about this.
We don't
I
know.
give a-
We don't know your opinions
You
on
don't
things.
know me.
Where were you on episode 1, Tony?
Where
were you on episode 1?
God
Anyway,
damn.
So
God damn, you
Sitting
really
at
gonna do
home
that?
with
Really
your
gonna do that?
wife.
Where were you? Anyway, so we really do appreciate you guys
Yes.
supporting us. All of us. We're very, very proud about what we do, and it's we'd love to continue to do this for you. Give us a shout out. Watch us, share us, talk about us.
Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Shop us first, shop us last.
Join us on Patreon because we have so far.
Don't say that. Don't say that. So we thrive on validation. It really comes down to that. And just by you telling us that, hey,
we're sexually attracted to fire.
I don't know what that even means, but if you enjoyed this at the very least, you know, if you want to download us, give us a 5-star on iTunes.
You know what? Just give us a 5-star on iTunes if you hated us, and then just tell us what we can do.
Yeah,
just
tell us you hate us.
Hey,
give us
and
5
especially
stars.
if it's less cutter in the episode, just
we
just say that.
can always work with that. That's
I'll try to buy my way out of this.
Wait, he gets the beer.
I'm okay with that.
We can go with a solution.
Final solution. Cutter with the final solution. Trust Cutter to come up with that.
But seriously, thanks for joining us tonight. It's on a special episode, Bavarian themed, of course.
Yes. Oh, we didn't talk about Bavaria. It's a state in Germany. Okay.
It's also a cream and donuts.
Ooh.
Oh, God. Bavarian cream.
It's also a color in the Crayola 96 box.
It is. But we'll talk about that maybe later on another episode.
All right, guys.
But RoseArt? Wait, no.
RoseArt does not have a Bavaria. All right, guys. Well, this has been Oktoberfest. My name is Tony.
This is Cutter.
This is Ross. Joel's there.
No, Joel's not here.
Joel's not here. And this is the podcast.
This is the podcast.
Da, 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 da. 3 Beers In is a proud member of the Hopped Up Network. Thanks for sticking around. You can subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, Google Play, TuneIn, and on the hoppedupnetwork.com. If you like what you heard, rate and review us on iTunes. Like us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at 3 Beers In Podcast, and check out our website, 3beersinpodcast.com. 3 beersinpodcast.com. You can find information about us and the show along with the links to all of our episodes and our really cool merchandise. While you're on our site, you can tell us what you like, what you don't like. And if you don't like us, then why the hell are you still here? You should have turned us off long ago. But if you're just going to listen to us anyway, then you should probably subscribe too. And if you would like a transcript of our podcast, write down everything that we just said.
Oh, I see you've played Knifey Spoony before.
If you are looking for more beer podcasts just like the one you're listening to right now, then head on over to hoppedupnetwork.com. We are a podcast network focused on our local craft beer communities. Here's a quick example of one of the many podcasts you will find.
I'm Caroline King.
And I'm Ashley Powers.
And we are the hosts of Bitch Beer.
Every other Tuesday, we feature the women who brew, market, distribute, serve, and love beer in the hopes that their stories will inspire the women and men who haven't taken the plunge.
We want to dispel the myth that craft beer is scary.
We're here to prove that the days of being ridiculed for drinking bitch beer are over.
Any beer can be bitch beer. Beer doesn't care who's drinking it.
You can find us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and right here on the Hopped Up Network.
Cheers!